Welcome back to Windrose from Scratch. Now, something I wanted to do from the beginning, the reason I call it Windrose from Scratch is I want to show what we do, or what you do when you from scratch, all the idiosyncrasies, and it kind of turned into a series of all its own. So what I'm doing, and I also want to build a base because I've got a kind of bit hooked on the building mechanics. And I did try to copy my original island, and they look terrible. So, and I'm thinking, okay, why on my beginning island? Why not somewhere else? So then I'm also doing navigating. So I'll show you my map here. I want to clear this part and this part, and so I came to this island because this is kind of in the middle of it. Then I looked around because what I'm looking for is a piece of flat land that's already flattened. It's already without trees, so I don't have to cut them all down. So I don't have to flatten it. I don't have to cut down trees. Also, the big thing I had on my original island is I had a little wee inlet like this, but deeper. So the Blackbeard's frigate won't spawn there. It spawns on the other side of the island almost. And so that's the kind of the straw that broke the back of the camel. The dromedary, as it were. The spine of the dromedary was broken by a small matchstick. Would you believe it? So, they got me onto wanting to build stuff. So, then me says, since I'm here, hang on, what am I missing from this island? And so let's have a look. Well, I'm getting wood. I'm getting nails. Wood is better than bad. It's good. Okay, and then I thought, what about plant fiber? Because this is the third biome, but look what we don't have here. We have plant fiber, okay, and stones. We have stones, and so let's have a look. The zombies are out, so let's look at what grade they are, because this is a level 3 biome. So you're looking at level 15 enemies, I think. And I think I'm a 9 or a 10. So, it's a bit whatever. In fact, no. I mean, I won't hunt them out. What's that? It's a zombie and a zombie. Level 15. Right, let's leave those alone for a second, eh? I'm going to go through the woods to avoid them completely. So I'm a level 15 island. So it's not a case of like smack you're dead. It's a case of sneeze and I've been obliterated. Right, so where was I? I don't remember. We should have built. I know. I'd already started building, and then I think I'm about here, right? Yeah. Is it? Is this it? Let's have a look. Or is it this one? Don't remember. Bollocks. Right, give me a second. I'm sorry about this. Yeah, I was prepared and now I'm not prepared. Isn't that the story of life? So, okay, it's past this. So remember there's a temple here. Right, so past all... Was there? There's a temple there. Why is there a fire over there? What's that about? Or is that just a... Is that thrall something? Or is it just a thing you want to say? Okay. I think this was the area. Right, so I've made a very short story long, so let's go ahead. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to land. And you're going to pick up raw materials, right? Because the first thing you want to do is... I think you can do... Yes, you can do it without, without any of the skills. First thing you want to do is build yourself a tent. Okay. When you have the capability, right? And then I tent myself. So now that's your spawning point. Next thing you want to do is build yourself a bonfire, right? Now when you die, you come out on the left. Is that right? No, on the right and left. So I think this is the right side of the bonfire. I don't care. Right. Then what you need to do, and again, you follow, it'll lead you through certain things to get to this level, so you'll be able to do stuff. Then what you do is you'll build a cooking fire. Okay, so again, tent, plant fiber and wood. Fire is just wood. Campfire is wood and stone. Okay, so they're the things you got to get hold of. Then after a while, you need a workbench. So it's like any other game that needs a workbench. It allows you to build stuff. So there's your workbench. So I'm going to build my whatever hotel, bar, restaurant on this island. Yeah, okay, good shot. Right. Then after you built the workbench, later on, I need coarse fabric, right? I can't make coarse fabric. How do I get coarse fabric? I've forgotten. I think it's from the workbench. And copper ingots, right? So you need those two things. So what I need now, right, is I need coarse fabric and copper ingots, right? Right. So what I'll do is I go down to refining. I forget when you actually get this stuff. So I need these two things: a charcoal kiln and a smelting furnace. So I need stone, wood, and clay. So 15 clay and 20 clay. So let's go ahead and look for clay. Clay, I don't know if it regenerates. I don't know if there's any clay on this island. That's a thing, and it's also dark. Do you know what I will do? In fact, I'm going to cheat slightly. I mean, I'm not cheating, we're just saying because I'm trying to show you everything you have, but what I want to do is flip the day-night cycle if I have enough. I need plant fiber, how much do I need? Okay, pre-built structures. I need 52 plant fiber, so give me a second then. I found some clay. I was going around collecting plant fiber so I can build a structure. Okay, right. Building. Some things that you build are level 2. So level 2 is around the perimeter, and the level 15 are in the island. So I'm good. Right, are you ready? Yeah, why not? Hey, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, 4. That's it. So let's get some clay going on. Okay, another thing. You start off with a sword, and then you, I think, you craft a pickaxe, shovel, and axe. I'll show you that in a second. All right, I might as well do it this way then. Okay. Right, there's my thingy. So you've got your tent, you've got your campfire, you've got your what they call bonfire, and you've got your workstation. Then you need to build an axe. Okay, so look, I think I'm looking for a stone axe. Iron, copper, stone. Right, okay. So you get yourself a stone axe, which needs stone and wood, stone pickaxe, which needs stone and wood, and then a shovel, which you can't get yet. So you've got those two. Right, so you now got those two. Right, so with the pickaxe you can hit stone, and also clay. And I don't know if clay regenerates. So some things regenerate, like what do I need? 35, 36. I'll call it 40. So some things regenerate, like stone, copper, and iron, but plants don't seem to regenerate, and I don't think clay does. I'm not sure about that, so I'll have to check and get back with you about it. But because sometimes I think I come to places and it's barren like this, but then other times I come back and to other places I'm sure that I've already harvested it, but it's all what they call it. It seems to have come back, so I don't know. Okay. Right, so let's go ahead and do this. Then what we do is we get a refinery, okay? And I do it like this. I do it like a factory. So let me think, give yourself enough room. So about there, I think. One of those, and then menu, and then give yourself a thingy. Put that about here. There we go. And I got those two. Then go back to menu again. I'm sorry. Go back to build menu here. Right, so from the top we have, okay, so bonfire replenishes you. This is the heart of everything. It powers everything as well. It's like, think of it as a power station. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you see that I've got a build here, right? This is the epicenter. This bonfire covers everything you see here, this white line. Everything of the white line is covered by the bonfire. So for instance, if I try to build outside of the bonfire, like here, it will not recognize it as a structure because you can still use it. But for instance, if you put a chest on there and put stuff in the chest, it will not recognize. Also, if you do something like a wharf or something like that, it won't work. So basically, you've got this perimeter. It's quite big, but that's just a heads up. Okay. So that's what that bonfire does. The tent is you don't sleep there. It just sets a revival point. The cooking fire enables you to cook stuff. As you upgrade and kill bosses, killing bosses is the big thing for upgrading. You get more and more stuff. You can do more and more stuff, right? So look at how much stuff I've got, and that's really all from. Sometimes you get stuff from like when you do ruins and chests and stuff like that. Is mainly from killing bosses. So that's what that's about. Food is not necessary. If you look that I'm hungry, I'm not dying. Food is for hang on, let's have a look here. Food is for stats, okay? So you have mastery, hang on, mastery, vitality, endurance, and strength, I think it is. So I've got mastery. Okay, so it gives you a stat. It increases your maximum health, but it also gives you 10 mastery. Okay, and I'll get to that in a second. That just gives you more health, 5 mastery, endurance. They're not in any order, I don't think. I might be wrong though. Vitality adds more health to your taskbar or your health bar or whatever. Okay, are all these in order? And that's just health or vitality. Hello. And then we have strength. If you want to make notes, you can. You don't have to. Agility. And precision. Right. So there are all the stats you got. Now, so the food doesn't actually make you full. It increases those stats. So do I have anything? A lot of this one here. This will give me 5 endurance. So I eat one of those, and you see my maximum health just went up, but also my endurance is up as well. Now, what's this all about? Let's look at my character list. Okay, so strength for strength weapons, bludgeoning weapons, melee weapons, that kind of stuff. All right, you can read that if you wish. Agility is for agility-based weapons agility-based weapons like great swords and sabers, and that's what I have here. I think this is a rapier though. Got a rapier and a great sword, so that one would be good with agility. Precision, well, usually weapons such as rapiers as well as pistols and muskets. Yeah, I thought precision was just for guns, but it's also good for rapiers. It's good to know. Mastery. That's your critical hit chance, so the likelihood that when you attack somebody that your hit will actually be will be damaging, a lot of damage stuff. Vitality is the amount of health you've got, and endurance is your stamina. Stamina is the big thing in this game, because I'll show you in a second. You see the Pillsbury Po' Boy on the bottom left, that little sailor with his arms up in the air, that is your stamina, right? This bonfire here, it recharges your stamina, right? But when you run out of its realm, okay, watch that guy. There you go, you see it says 459? Because now I'm out of the range of the bonfire, my stamina goes down. Now, when you first start, it does make a lot of difference, but it doesn't really make a lot of difference. But it kind of does, because it means when you're attacking someone, you see that green circle that's going down. That goes down faster when you're out of stamina. When you red, It doesn't. When you first start, it doesn't refill that quickly. I've got a lot of stats on my stamina and stuff. So so we have that, and so the whole thing about this game really is about agility. It's about that little blue green circle and the little po' boy at the bottom, Pillsbury po' boy, whatever you want to call him. And it affects absolutely everything. How far you can run before you get exhausted. How much you can attack people. Or in this case, crabs, I think these are level 2, yes they are. So how many attacks you can put in, like that. You see my little bar going down. And I'll do the master attack as well, if I can find another one. So how many, there's one. Okay, so I'll do my massive attack, as I call it. There you go. And that almost quenched mine too, hello. Dude! There you go. There you go. So as you see the green things going down, I've got a counter, you see my little guy, the green levels going down, it's basically the same thing, it's saying how much kind of extra stamina that I have. So base stamina if you wish. And then when the clock runs out, you run out of stamina, which doesn't have any effect. It doesn't kill you or anything. It's not like you've got to go back. It's not like a survival game where you've got to go back to the campfire every 10 minutes or 3 minutes, or whatever it is. It just means that it becomes harder to do stuff. Like it's more of a you walk in. Now I'm walking on the pavement, and then when my time goes out, I'm suddenly walking through porridge. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And that's really the demographic of this game. It's all about keeping that little guy happy, as it were. And you do that by building. Anytime you build something, because you keep getting menus. Let's have a look if I have any... Is discoveries? No. Character progression, is it? No. Library. Where's my library? Inventory. Where's my library? Ah, I forgot where my library is. There it is. Okay. I don't think that's the right one. Challenges, collections. Where is it then? Inventory, curios. It might be curios. Inventory. Curios. Progression. Talents. Oh, level 11. Flagship. Map. Discovery. These are just things that you go through. There's 4 biomes. Coastal, jungle. And that's run by this guy who is a douche. His name is Richards, and he is a quote-unquote Richard. He has a shipmast as a melee weapon, explosives and a gun. The guy is terrible to destroy. This is... Edward Hands, I think his name is, and he's a bit of a douche as well, but he does have he controls ghosts, so he goes into this meditative thing where he's levitating, throwing ghosts at you. If you run and duck underneath that, you can get quite a lot of hit points. And then Curse Swamps I've just got to, and then we have the Ashlands. I don't know anything about that. I don't know where I think I should have a list of stuff. Library, and then challenges, and then collections. I don't. Sorry about this, but you get these recipes. I'll have to look it up later. I don't want to bother with that. But you get these recipes where you can build stuff. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right, now, okay, there we go. Alright, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now I'm almost down to 0. I'll stay out of the thingy of what that. And then we'll do a bit of counting. Okay? 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm not dead, right? But that's switched off. Okay, now run. It doesn't really make a difference, really, at the moment, because I'm, so what you level 2? 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, it's about the same. For this level I am, because I've got my stats leveled up. But when you first start, it'll be like this. It'll be a case of like, okay, ready to run? Oh, I'm tired. Okay, start again. Run. Oh, I'm tired. But it'll be like, okay, more like this. You ready? Run. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, I'm not. And that may be a bit out of an exaggeration, to tell the truth. Resources. Trees do not replenish, from what I understand. So what I'm doing here, instead of cutting trees down, I'm picking up waste wood, which always replenishes, stones, and other things. And hello. Can I talk to you about... Can I talk to you about your doubling glazing? Hello. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so that's what that's about anyway. I mean, there may be something else, because at the moment here it doesn't mean... But honestly, earlier on, it'd be like, you know, you'd be here for 20 minutes waiting. And I'll show you, once you run out of stamina, I'll just do this on purpose so you can see how slow it goes. So I'm in major... I'm not going to do anything apart from run forward. And then it goes, and then suddenly I'm walking. That's as fast as you can go. But I've got all my stats done up, so it'll be like that forever. And then when you another thing, when you hit, or block, right? Okay, does block freeze this time? Okay, 3. I'll do it at 6 o'clock. There we go, and then okay. I'm holding on to my block button. It's not exhausting my stamina, but it's also not refreshing it. So if I kind of back off. You know what I mean? You see, I'm backing off now. It's also removing stamina. I hope that makes sense. But in other words, your stamina is basically the main thing that you've got to take care of. And again, the confusing thing with me is like, dude, I've got all this tons of food, but if I don't eat it, I don't die. What's going on here? And that's the whole thing. Your stamina is all your it's all about your different perks. Advancing your perks is what food you cook. Right. Now at the beginning you're going to get killed by dodos, and you're going to get killed by level 1 animals and stuff like this. Don't get disheartened. It takes not really too long. It's a little bit of grinding and stuff like that, but it doesn't take too long until you can go back and show them who's boss. Right, okay, so we've got all this stuff, we've got all that stuff going on. What's next? Okay, so this is the list, okay. Coarse fabric, rope, all this other stuff you can make. Again, you keep guessing recipes, so this fills up. A lot of this stuff you won't have when you first start. So what are we doing now? I want to build, hang on, wrong button. No. Where are you? Where's my menu? No, that's a map. What am I doing wrong? I'll just hit and then hit Y, I'm sorry. Crafting utilities, okay, good stuff. So we've got, just a recap, we've got a bonfire. Signal fire I've never used. I don't know what the importance is of that. The floor standing torch is very, very important. Well, it's very useful. When you're in caves, mines, tombs, that kind of stuff, you can put this little guy up, and it stays there. You build it, for instance, when the stone and stuff like that respawns, it will spawn around the lamp, and then when you break the stone, it will come back again. These are very, very useful. So there's a lantern. Let's have a look if I can show it on my menu here. I think this lantern here. It takes animal fat. You get animal fat from killing wolves and pigs, I think, or maybe just pigs. And so you're always replenishing it. You don't need it. If it's dark, you just make yourself one of these, and it stays forever. It's the stuff that I built at the beginning of 2-3 months ago when I started this, that's still burning. So that's very useful. What else do we have? Tent is your spawn point. Fast travel is fast travel, but you won't get that for a while. You know, you get it pretty good. You get given a belt, but you can only have 10 fast travel places. So don't keep spawning fast travel all over the place, or you get stuck. Now, you can dismantle stuff and you get all the resources back. It's not like one of these things where it only gives you limited resources back. It gives you all the resources back, so that's a good thing. Okay. Hang on, wrong button. There we go. A wharf, that's when you start working on ships. This allows you to... I'll see if I can build one. Let's build one, okay? Let's build one. So what do we need? Okay, let's have a go at that. Menu. Boink, and then we go wharf. I need 10 coarse fabric, right? So this is your workstation. If you can't find something, these are resources. So I'll go through them all just so you can see. Coarse fabric rope, bandage, iron bullets, copper bullets, stone bullets, master combat repair kit, which is to repair your ship if you're being attacked. Combat repair kit is the same thing as repair kit. So each one of these is a bigger, better one than the other one, but it's all about repairing your ship when you're sailing. Fast travel bell, you need one of those. We're making fast travel node. Nails, they're basically the same. One's made with copper, one's made with iron. Tarred planks. You need that later on when you're being... The normal ships are built with wood and planks. The bigger ones, like Blackbeard's frigate, which from what I hear is the best ship out there, it's the one I have. Takes quite a lot to get built. I'll show you that in a second. But you need tarred planks, okay? Timber, wooden plank, boatswain backpack, sailor backpack. This is just basically an upgrade to your personal inventory. Okay, you see here, I've got, in fact, dude, I should have more than that, shouldn't I? Hang on, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24, 28, right? Is that right? 3, 6, 9, 12. Hang on, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 19, 22, 26, 27, 28. 28? Whatever. So that's how much inventory you got. And then this is your hot bar. So when you go here, you see these are all the things you got. So, you know, so I've got my rapier, I've got my great sword, I've got a fishing rod that comes later, I've got a health potion that I just drank, and then I hit my Y button to select the other 4, got a pickaxe, gauge controller. This is truffle, by the way. Later on, in biome 2, you get this quest that is nightmarish. You have this temple that you've got to find these bowls, these fire bowls, and take them to there. Or is it no? You've got to... I forgot what it is. You've got to do something, and then you've got to kill these 10 wolves. But the whole thing's surrounded by all these wolves. And you end up getting killed multiple times. And but as a reward, you get this guy. So he helps you kill people. Do you want to go for a walk, Truffle? But he's very limited. You see on my hang on my this quick bar down here, the thing that's going down, that's him. He just disappears after us. So come on, Truffle, let's go for a walk. Let's find a zombie. Hey, zombie, how are you doing? My friend Truffle wants to talk to you, if that's all right. Is that okay? All right, Truffle, where are you? Truffle? Come on, then. Good boy. Good boy, little Truffle. Who's the little Truffle? Come on, then. There you go. Right. Attack. Attack, Truffle. Are you coming, Truffle? Truffle, attack. There we go. And he's kind of more of a decoy than... And this is a level 2 zombie. Are you going to kill him? Boom. There you go. But higher up, he's more of a decoy. It allows you... You know, he does a lot. He helps you a lot. But it's a way for you to be able to... If you're getting, like... bombarded, it's a way of giving you a way to get out, or something. If that makes sense. Okay, so what do we have next? Oh, I was looking at the menu. Thank you. Sorry about that. Right, so it's turn now. Okay. Oh, yeah, these are upgrades on your inventory. I'll look at that later, find out. Then we have 3 styles of tools. You start off with stone. And then you have copper, then you have iron. And of course each one's better than the other one. Simple fishing rod, shovel, anvil, millstone, ironware, copper pot. All these things. These are basically what you need to advance. You know what I mean? For instance, if you, in order for my workbench to be level 2, I need to. Okay, and each one's its own category. So these are just the ones you start off with. And then these are specialized ones. So workbench, to level 2 workbench, you need a sawhorse. So level 3 workbench, you need a toolbox. Cooking, for level 2 cooking, you need yourself a cutting table. Level 3, you need a cookware shelf. And then armor and clothes, I'm sorry about that. Armor and clothes, you start off with a bench. And then to upgrade, you get yourself a shoemaker's bench. Weaponsmith desk for making weapons and stuff and upgrading them. Then you need a okay, that's only for that. Now the shipwright's workshop is when you do have a ship and you want to kind of upgrade elements, like upgrade the cannons, upgrade the hull, that kind of stuff. And then an anvil is to take these to level 2. Alchemy, you do gunpowder, health potions, potions to improve your damage. Like I think there's a hateful one or something one which makes you just turn to Hulk. Not physically you don't turn green and big. It's just you go and like what's the stuff in Far Cry called Jet or something. I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry. Stove and Pit is to upgrade alchemy, and Regent's Table is to upgrade alchemy. So you get my drift. Jewelry, you have these amulets, rings, they all give you different stats, and necklaces that give you stats, so it helps upgrade or make other ones of those. Okay. No. Oh, I was in that menu, I'm sorry. Jewelry table, and that's later on. Then this is important. You need charcoal kiln if you want to make ingots. To make ingots, you take clay. Stone. Start again. Iron or copper. It's copper for earlier on and iron later. Copper's on the first biome and iron is on the second biome. And then you need these two together. You need that to make the, I think it's ash or charcoal, in order to get this going, right? Now the spinning wheel and the tanning rack you will need, but you cannot get them until you kill that first boss, Richard. And the guy is a douche. He's unbelievably hard to kill. But don't let it get you down. Just keep going at it and going at it and going at it. And once that's done, you get a massive amount of upgrades. And then millstone is to upgrade. I think it's to upgrade these two. And then merchants, this is something you buy off. There's like 4 or 5 different sects, and I think you got smugglers, people of Tortuga itself, brethren of something, and someone else. And each one, it's not like Fallout, where you need to join someone's cult and stay with it. Each one has its own different attribute, and they all have the common enemy, which is Blackbeard. So that's a really good thing. Down the menu, storage and beds, that speaks for itself. Things, again, upgrade. First of all, you only get that bed, but then after a while, you get these. I'll have to look if I can find. I don't know where the menus, the blueprints are though. You get these blueprints so you can upgrade, and so you can. Elegant bed. Look at that, and luxurious, large luxury bed. And then we have storage baskets, wooden chest, and all this kind of stuff, and And then you can also label them, so you can make one of these, and then stick it on your category if you want to. You don't have to. So that tells you what they belong to. And then again, so floors and walls. Okay, and then roofs, pillars and beams, windows and doors. And you keep getting recipes by completing tasks, or when you come across you discover a place like a ruin or a castle or a farm. You get these. Sometimes you get these blueprints which enable you to learn this stuff. Decoration. Now you have, at the moment I've got 5 of them. If you kill a bunch of crabs, you get rewarded with being able to build trophy crab things that you can hang on your wall. Kill a bunch of dodos, same thing, boars, wolves, and rams. Okay. Level 1, oh, biome 1, I think. Biome 2. Farming. Once you've killed Richards, you're going to hear this quite a lot. Once you've killed Richards, you will then be able to make seed beds. Seed beds are needed. Some of the plant, every time you crop a plant, harvest a plant or cut it down, and I recommend you harvesting a part other than cutting it down because they don't replenish if you cut them down. You can also get seeds. But then what you can do is you plant them, but some of the seeds need a seed bed. So grows only in a seed bed. That's pepper saplings. That's from level biome 2. But sweet potatoes in a seed bed. That's level 1 going up. Aloe is level 2 going up. It's a seed bed. Tomatoes level 2 going up. And then we have corn seeds, seed beds. And then we have flaxseed seed bed. And then I don't know what there's cocoa plum seeds. That's from level 3, biome 3, by the way. Seed bed. Okay, bananas, you can grow them in the ground, and that's on level, that's biome 2. Limes also biome 2, and they're also in the ground. So basically you need, of everything apart from those 2, and this is just a small category, a small variety of them, you need a seed bed in order to do that, and you can't do a seed bed until you kill Richards, and then he turns around and you get a huge bunch of rewards, including the ability to make seed beds. And then ficus and shrubs, they grow everywhere, so I mean I cut them down, whatever, that's just me. Okay, so that's that done. So now we're all here, we're doing all this stuff. Let's go ahead and see if I can build a workbench. Not a workbench, I need an armor, and I'll show you something. Coarse fabric, so I need 10 coarse fabric. So where's coarse fabric? Remember, this is your raw material, so I need fabric, I need 10 of them. 2 ways of doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do by hitting this. Hitting the X in this case, or if it's a keyboard, it would be the space bar by the look of things. Another thing you can do is use your D-pad. And you see what I'm doing here? I use my D-pad to level it up, and then I can hit craft, and then hit take all. This is an annoying thing. Once you've made it, it will stay. Okay, you see there, right? It's sitting there. There's 11 of them, right? Coarse fabric. Check my inventory. Where is it? Nowhere. Why? Because what you have to do is you have to go into the workbench and hit take all. All right, and now when I go back into inventory, there it is. So there's something annoying. Okay? I've just made blah blah blah. Going over here to build my something. What do you mean I can't do it? Ah, crap. Then you go back again. Oh, there it is. It's sat there. So you have to do take all once you've crafted something. So that's just an annoying thing. Right now, let's do this. I've gone and got my enough to do an armor workshop. Let's do an armor workshop then. There we go. And bump. Oh, it's worked. Okay. Roof required. Okay, I can't use it though. It says roof required. What do you mean? Okay. Some of them, like the workbench, you can use. All this stuff you can use outside. Some of them need a roof. Right, so go back to the menu, go to pre-built structures at the bottom. It gives you a large pier, a hut, or a hut frame. I prefer the hut. The hut frame looks like crap, but but I don't have enough because it needs 242 plant thingies. Give me a second. Now I'll just put you on pause for a second because I'm going around harvesting plant fiber. So plant fiber is anything that looks like a plant. So you see this? Okay, it doesn't come up with any kind of label. For instance, if I go for this tree, that's a tarwood tree. This is level 3, by the way, so you won't come across this until level 3. But you do need them. But what I'll do, if you see, hang on, plant fiber, I'm getting more and more plant fiber. Okay, so that's how you get plant fiber. You just basically, 2 ways really. If you want to be passive about the whole thing, if you wander around the biome, there'll be places where plant fiber just be laying around, very much like the scattered wood and the stones. But again, I'm on a level 15 island right now, and so you see, okay, see here where there's little dots? Okay, that'll pick up wood and also wood, but it can also pick up plant fiber sometimes. So there we go. So what I was wanted to show you was this thing here. Sometimes you need nails, and before you can build nails, you come across these things. They're called shipwrecks, and it's also a shipwreck. So if you look, this is that's just wooden nails. There you go. So I go wood and nails, not wooden nails, as in nails made of wood, but wood and nails. Enunciate. You may notice my health is 50%. I went and got attacked by some nasty level 15 zombies. So basically when I'm doing this, I'm having to stay away from... There you go, there's level 15 thrall. Right, and hopefully you won't chase me. Oh, they're chasing me, bollocks. Right, let's run away. Run away! But I do want to show you something. Keep a note of my health. Because something else that a campfire does, a bonfire, whatever you want to call it. It is a bonfire, right? Is it replenishes your health when you get there. So now I'm in the perimeter. You see where it says rested, resting place, comfort level 1. That means now I'm back home again. So I'm in the perimeter of the fire. So again, just to remind you, I have this much area. This much area to where, call that an energy station. So this is where I can get my energy from, and it is for myself and anything I build. But if you notice, look at my health, it's gone up already. It takes about a minute, 45 seconds to a minute, but after that, you can look back if you want to go back in the recording. It replenishes, so it fills your health up, so there you go. It doesn't go any further than this. That's all about stats, but it replenishes your health, that makes sense. Because I just want to show you that. Right, I'm off to get some more plant fibers, back in a second. So plant fibers, so again, we're looking at things like this, that look like bushes. Okay, that gives you plant fiber. But also, on the beach, you think this is decoration? Are these this moss stuff? Stand over it. Look at me, I just got plant fiber. So there you go. It's just a thing I didn't notice for absolutely ages. Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, there it goes. But that's just a head up. I think it's mainly the bigger plants. Now, one thing is a bit miffy about this is you can't target. So when you're hitting stuff, you've got to kind of guesstimate. For instance, I'm going here. You see my little dot? That's dead in the center of that. It worked that time. But sometimes it doesn't. It kind of... It's about here. Yeah, it still works. Yeah, there you go. It missed it. You see, it was there, but it missed it. It missed it again. Dot dead center. Missed it. And just to prove I can get it. Okay. Come on, it's doable. I know it is. There you go, told you. So that's one thing that is a bit clunky about this. Or janky, I think the kids say nowadays. I don't know why I said that. Right, I'll be back in a second. Spoiler, by the way, this is something I've come across a couple of times. Look at that, it's a plague crusher. I've never fought it, and I usually run away, and I usually freak out, but whoa, there we go, it throws stuff at you. I don't know, on level 15, you see the shields at the bottom, that's kind of like how much shieldage it's got, so it's got 5 shielder. But it's got, I just noticed it's got a fiery bomb. So there we go, so that's something else. There's 5 legs by the look of things as well. Or 3 legs in 2 hands. That's what you can look forward to in level 3 or biome 3. Amazing. Enough of that, let's go back home again. I think I've got enough, what they call it. Right, so I'm going to put the hut, might as well... What about there? And then, you know, put my back to these weird things. So, there we go. So back to pre-built structures. And then we build a hut. Okay, the building is weird. It kind of, sometimes you end up in the middle of it. And it's like, come on, I want to see it, I want to see it, I want to see it, I want to see it. But it doesn't let you do that. You can use the D-pads to go up and down if you want to. but if it's red, we won't build. So I can do it like that if I want to. I can make it so it's a hook that I can walk into. Well, I'll do it like that. That looks nice, doesn't it? So build, please. No, hang on, what happened? There we go, build. Trigger. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. So now, alright, there we go. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to decoration. Okay, decoration. This is a nice little thing. Lighting. You get one of these almost immediately. It's only 2 wood, but it illuminates permanently anywhere you put it. So there you go. Isn't that nice? So now, because it gets dark, there's a day-night cycle in this game. Right. So let's go back to. Hang on. Are you coming to look at my camp? Hey, how you doing? Well, we're in the process of building a hotel bar restaurant, so at the moment it's a little bit sparse. Do apologise about that, but we have a cooking fire here. If you want to come and look, we haven't really got that much to. Oh, really? You want to talk to the manager? Okay, let me see if I can close the door on him. Close the door! There we go. Oh, that was close. Okay, good stuff. Now I wonder if I've just jinxed myself. Well, let him do his stuff. Right, now I'm in here. Hopefully I've got enough stuff to build. What was it doing? I was going to crafting utilities, and I wanted to build armor, coarse fabric. Bollocks. Coarse fabric. I thought I made coarse fabric. Okay, is he still outside? Run away. Yeah, he's chasing me, so I'm just running away from him. In fact, you know what I will do? Have I got any containers built? No, I don't. Okay, let's go ahead and... Are you coming at me? I thought I built some containers. Did I die? I thought I had some coarse fabric, I do. Oh, because I built something. Okay, got you. Right, let me go ahead and get some containers built real quick. Right, he's walking away, so that's good. Alright, now the containers I do like... For no other reason. No! You Bassfinkel, you got me there, didn't you? Right, so I'll put one in my hut. There we go. No! Weisenslaten. Don't know what that means, I'm not German. Okay, so storage needs to see if I got. It needs wood and nails. Not wooden nails, but wood and nails. And I like it because it looks like a pirate chest, and this is a pirate game after all. And then I like to put it as far back inside as it will go without glitching. It's right there you go. Now I've got a storage chest. And what I can do is empty my entire inventory. There we go. And then another, okay, inventory. We have 3 buttons. First one is take everything, right? Second one is take similar. So let me go ahead and... Hang on, what have I got similar? I don't know, wood. There we go, wood. Okay, so if I do this, just as a thing, so I'm going to move this, and then hit take similar. Anything that is the same will go over, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything like wood. It's anything that it'll think is kind of similar. So when I first started, I thought you had to click it and then move it to transfer. But if you look on the bottom, it gives you all the instructions. So what you can do is if you hit Y, again, this is only about controllers, it jumps straight away. So it does that. Now what am I going to do? Let me think. I want to do something. I'm going to put the shovel... No, I won't. I'm going to put my sword into my backpack, right? But this is all frozen. Anything in here stays there, I think it is. And then I'm going to put something I don't mind losing. Say crab meat, why not? I'll put that in the inventory as well. When you die, you keep your weapons, your health potions, and your prepared food. Everything else stays with your death spot, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and beat him up a little bit. Right. Tactic. You have 3 things. You have your attack, which is right bumper. You have your massive attack, which is right trigger. Okay, each weapon has its own different stuff. Target by pushing in right joystick. Now, Watch me running away, right? And I'm avoiding him and stuff and stuff and stuff. Right. This is something that got me, and it still does sometimes. I'll target him. Now he's got a dot him in. He is the epicenter. I cannot run away. I'm running away. This is me running away. I'm not running away. I can only walk at a crawl. So what happens if you need to run away? You've got to click your right joystick, because then until then you can't run away. And I've ended up dying so many times. Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! You've got to untarget. Okay. So my hit once, back off. Let your stamina rebuild. Hit once, back off. Let your stamina rebuild. Okay. There we go. And once, or twice, if you can do it twice, but no more than that, because it will get you. So once, twice, back off. Now, for some reason, when I hit twice, it does it 3 times. But once, twice, back off. Once, twice, back off. Once, twice, back off. Once, twice, back off. Now, when you first start, and your stamina will take forever. No, it will dissipate very, very quickly and take forever to replenish. Once, twice, back off. Once, twice, back off. Right, now, I've got a block, which is the left bumper. It freezes your stamina wherever it is. And you can see my health bar's not going down. But what happens is, yeah, it is hurting me to an extent. I think you see the shields. It's knocking those shields down, and that is the shield you have before it actually takes damage. But my shields are back again. Again, all my stats are really high, so I can do this all day. But here we go. You ready? Okay. When I die, I will be stronger. Or when you kill me, I'll be strong. Whatever Obi wanted. Right. So there we go. So now I've died. Okay. First thing I want to do is make sure he's over there. Next thing, check my inventory. I've still got my prepared food. I've still got my weapons. I've still got my health potions. But whatever I picked up, nails, I think it is, whatever it was, is gone. Right, so that's still in the thingy. So first of all, let's go ahead and attack him. And what else is usually lost when you die in games? Yeah, as I say, weapons aren't lost or anything. It's really cool. Okay. Get some quagmire powder. Okay, so this, I call it a death nodule. They call it a post-mortem cache. This will have your stuff in, but, and a big but, because I cannot lie. Let me go ahead and die again. So now we see, okay, let me go ahead and dump my inventory. Did I build a container yet? No, I didn't, did I? So let's go ahead and build a container. I built a container in there, didn't I? But I'll build one here then, like that, right next to my tent. Something, try not to... this is me anyway. I end up with 5,000 camps with 250 containers, and I end up forgetting what's in any of them. Let's do labeling. Okay, I'm trying not to make this go all over the place, but I hope I'm making sense. Okay, map. Okay, so this is the map. You can zoom in, zoom out, move around. Now, I want to know where I am now has a health plant, right? Because that's what the blue plant is. So, if I was just to click now, right, and what it would do is it would, wherever my cursor is, you see what's moving, that's where the mark would be, not where my target is, if you wish, not my cursor, right, not a pointer. So you've actually got to put your what the heck's this called, reticle? You've got to put that where you want the marker to be put, and then hit X, and then you have all these icons that you can use. So I'm going to use the plant icon, and I'm going to go up here and click, and then go to my keyboard. And then hit apply or X or hover over it. There we go. Right, so now I'll go to the map. and I see this little plant, I hover over it, and it's called health plant, right? So there we go. I strongly advise, and I do not listen to my own words, but I strongly advise that every time you come across something unusual, as it were, it's not unusual to love by someone else, it's not unusual to put a mark it, right? Because you misty orchids, what they're good for, and I'm picking it, I'm not cutting it down so it'll grow back, are for making health potions later on when you go an alchemy station, right? Clay is useful. What else do we have? Bananas, bell peppers or cayenne peppers, whatever they are. Tomatoes. What else? A bunch of other stuff, right? Okay, right. Here we go. What I'm going to do now is, thank you, I just reminded myself. So always put a mark. Only a couple of other things as well. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm going to... Okay, so move everything. Doosh. I'm going to go ahead... Okay, watch this. Map. Right. Gravestone, the grave marker, that shows where the death cache is, post-mortem cache. This flag, it does not signify the camp, it signifies a bonfire, which means you'd think it would be the tent, wouldn't you? So let me go ahead and dismantle the bonfire, go back to the map. Where's the flag? It's disappeared. So if you built a tent, you're all good and stuff, you run away, and then I want to go back to the camp, and then you go to the map and you go like, sorry, my bad. You go back to the map and it's like, where's my camp? It's not there anymore. So either, if you want to, but I don't see why you'd want to, you can put a mark, you know what I mean, to like a tent, and this is where I am, blah, blah, blah. But always, as I say, make it into mind muscle memory thing. As soon as you land, build yourself a bonfire. It's your power station. It is a signifier on the map. If you look, the flag's back. I'm on top of it, so I'll move out of the way. Thank you. I'm still on top of it. Okay, so move out of the way some more. There we go. So we've got the flag, which tells me that we've got a bonfire. Build yourself a tent, and tent on it. Get near it and hit X many times you want to. Revival point is already set. This tells you this is where you're going to revive if you die. Many times I've sailed from an island over here to an island over here, not put down the tent, or put down the tent but forgot to click on it, died and ended up here again, so I had to sail all the way back. So get the island. First thing you do, make sure that you have, I think it's 10 of each of, so 5 bonfire, 5 wood for the bonfire, and then 10 plant fiber. And so if you get 20 of both, you're covered. So get 20. Make sure if you're going on an island, if you can crop if you want to, but in case you get attacked, before you leave to sail over here, make sure you've got 20 plant fiber and 20 wood, because as soon as you land, build a tent and tent yourself. That's what I call it. Boom, boom, boom. Just tent myself. Build yourself a campfire, and then everything's all cool. That's just a heads up. Okay. So now what have we done? We need coarse fiber, right? So let's go ahead and make some coarse fiber. I think 10 of it. I think. Okay, cool. And then take it all. And again, just to remind you. Why no? I don't need reminding. I can't build this. I can't use it because it is roof required. That means building a hut, or just so you know, so you don't necessarily have to build a hut. You can build one of these things, a hut frame as well, which is only 52 plant fiber. Right, so let's do this. Let's make it nice and homely. So that's the back, so put it against this wall, close the wall without glitching. There we go. I won't get to that in a second. Now I also want rather. is... Hang on, wrong button. No. No. Armor and clothes, and I want a weaponsmith workshop, so I need copper ingot, so I can't do that. So anyway, so let's do that. Let's go back to our armor and clothing. So armor and clothing has 3 categories. Create, I'm making stuff. Upgrade, I'm upgrading what I'm holding. Let's have a look. What do I need? I can upgrade my boots when I'm back home again. And that's all I can do, because this my metal comes from the island that I'm on now, the 3rd biome, but I'm not well able to do that. Now, worker is something... When you go to the sects or the cults or the franchises or whatever you want to call them, I've forgotten what, there's a word out, I can't remember what it is. The groups of the super separate groups of people, you also come across people that say, hey, how are you doing? Give me 500 silver and I'll work for you. I don't really use them, but it supposedly gives you, you know, improvements on your stats. So if you hire a worker that works for armor and clothing, they're more likely to help you build stuff quickly and what have you, blah blah blah. So I don't really know what that's about. So got that there. Right, so again, so as a recap, some things you can build outside, some things you need a hut. C5, I don't have any plant fiber, do I? I might do. Beds. Let's build myself a little bed. Put this in the corner over here. Right. This game has a day-night cycle, as you've probably known already. What the bed does is it sometimes gives you a revival point. In fact, let me go ahead and do this. See if I can, because I thought this was a revival point, because most games it is. Yeah, if you fast click, it revival points. So if you hold it down. It said it on the screen. Am I stupid or what? It circles day-night cycle. So let's look at the sky. See, it's quickly gone dark. But it only works on a 12-hour cycle. Or, to make it simple, which means that it's not going to go any further than that. Let's stand up. And I don't know if I can do it immediately, but I'll do it anyway. Right, see, it's nighttime, right? And then go back to sleep again. And then it should rapidly go to daytime. There we go, good stuff. So I can lay... Okay, it's gone back to night again. Has it? No, there it is, daytime. So it will not go any further. I mean, it won't go any further faster. It'll go together the natural time. But so if you want to sleep for 24 hours or 50 hours for stuff to happen, then it's not going to happen. It will just give you a day-night cycle from dawn till dusk, if you wish, for want of a better thingy. From nighttime to daytime, or vice versa. So that's something else to think about it. Right. Why would you want things to rush through time? Wrong one. Let's do this. Charcoal. Charcoal does wood, so let's go and craft, right? Oh, hang on. It's taking time. And again, when you progress, it gets faster. So this is faster than what will happen when you first start. So I've just crafted, and it's not just one of them, say I do 5 of them. It's not going to do all of them at once. It'll do them singularly. So if you wait... Right, so if you need 200 charcoal... 200, yeah, charcoal I think it is. You've got to wait for this to happen 200 times. And so it gives you charcoal, it also gives you ash. Take all. And then when I go here, you need ash, which I now have, it's green. But I also need Hills iron ingot, which is off the 2nd biome. Foothills. Yep, 2nd biome. That makes sense? Makes sense. Okay, so I thought, oh, I know what I'll do is I go to sleep and blah blah blah, but it doesn't do that. It only goes through half a cycle. So if you watch this, hang on. It should go tonight real quick. Sometimes it doesn't do it, I don't know why. There it goes, it's going to nighttime. And okay. There's the dusk. Probably I'm on a... That would be a north-south axis, I think, as opposed to an east-west axis. So it's going to go no further. Right, so go ahead and get up. So it might have all done, because I only had 6 of them. Nope, he's still doing it. You see what I'm saying? So, sleeping through functioning things like that doesn't do anything good for you. Another thing, if you have a door, use it. Nasty horrible beasties can come in there, so I can get attacked by that demony thing, or crabs, or dodos, or anything like that, which is rather embarrassing when you think, hang on, I just died, and it's because of that. Okay. Right, I want to show you something now. They don't break anything or steal anything, so you can leave the door open when you're in there. It's just, you know, if you're sleeping, really. Or if, like, for instance, when that zombie attacked me, I closed the door and it protected me. Right, now let's go ahead and... Right, my inventory is empty, right? Everything in my quick bar stays there. Everything in my quick bar stays in the quick bar. Okay. Yeah, this is level 3. You see these plants? So you see that orange pinky thing that just appeared? I thought this was Hulk mode. I thought this was a magic forest. And so I purposely stood here until it filled, thinking like, oh, I'm going to become, I'm going to go smash, that kind of stuff. But it doesn't. It kills you. Ooh. Brome clad? I've never come across that one. Yeah, we just, there we go. Oh, no. Right, I want to keep the brome clad, so I'll come back in a second. So when you're in a new biome or something and discover a plant or something, it does that and it puts it on that list. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you credit for anything or improve your stats. It just says, hey, look, you've just discovered this. So, but it does give you, in this case, this is going to give me alchemy. I can do alchemy stuff with it. Okay, there we go. So empty my inventory again because I want to show you something. And I don't want to pick things up. Okay. Where are you? Oh, I just picked things up. Oh, bollocks. Okay, oyster mushrooms. Lobster mushrooms, rather. Oh, I see. Okay, no, I'm not picking things up. Okay, let's... In fact, I don't want to be here when I die, because that means that I've got to come back to it. Oh. Right, let's go back to the camp again. I'm so sorry about this. But these are fireflies you can pick up. And they're cocoa plums, which look like blueberries, but bigger. I don't know if any of these... I know ficus trees are real. I don't know about DV trees, which are a thing that you come across like in Biome 2. Okay. Okay, right, inventory's empty. I'm gonna find someone to kill me. Okay, there may be a level 2. Hang on. Right, for instance, clay, right? I don't know if it replenishes, but it's not replenishing right now, but it might do. But, when you find a clay patch, mark it. And then, okay, this is a dodo. I'm gonna do... No, I won't. Females don't do attacking unless you antagonize them. I'm walking right up on her and she's not doing anything. Right? It's the males that are attacky ones. But if you are attacked or attack, they attack back. So for instance, if I find her boyfriend and he starts attacking me, she'll go like, oh no you did, I don't think you did, and she'll come and kick you behind. Okay, what's that? No, not picking anything up, dude. Okay, what was it? It's a stick anyway. I'm looking for someone to kill me, please. It's like anything in it. When you don't want it, they're not there. And when you don't want it, they're there. When you don't want it, they're not there. Where are these? Come on, then. Where are you? Hello. Oh, I'm back in there. There's somebody. Oh, hang on. That's that pipe crusher. Hey. Oh, play crusher. Do you want to follow me this way a bit? Because I want to get on the beach. Are you coming to follow me, dear? Oh, hello. Oh, hang on. You almost got me. Do you want to come a bit further, dear? Miss me. Do you want to come just a bit further? Just on the beach. There we go. Over here, please. Come on. Okay, I'm going to try something. I want to attack her, see if he does anything. Hang on. Oh wow, it's doable. Okay, right, what I want to show you. Okay. Right, I've still got that one up there, right? So you think... I'm trying to think here how to explain it. Okay. So you think, for instance, that... I'm listening to my own logic and it's not making sense. So this is what I thought. I thought that every... death nodule, as I call them, would contain inventory, because that's what it does. It clears your inventory, right? And if you died and there wasn't inventory, why would you have a death nodule? So I thought that, oh, that guy, that's got inventory, it must do because it's a death nodule. And as it's called itself, a post-mortem cache. What's a cache? A cache is a bunch of stuff, right? Right. Watch my inventory. There's nothing in it, right? So I'm going to get inventory, right? So I just broke it, go to inventory. Oh, I got... You made me a liar! It gave me plant fiber. Okay. My point is that if you have... Oh, wow. She's giving me a lot of everything. Let's go ahead and do this. If you have nothing in your inventory when you are pummeled to death... Okay, wrong button. Wrong weapon, sorry. So if you when you pummel to death, then the caches have nothing in them. Trust me on that. So if you kind of know there's nothing in there, don't go back thinking like, oh, I must have had something in inventory that I didn't know of. If that does that make sense? Okay. So that kind of blew that one out of the water, because there shouldn't have been any. The reason I emptied my inventory was to show you that those caches are empty. But as I say, when you see those 3 dotty lines shining on something, it means like it's usually plant fibers or stuff that was dropped. When you saw me, it's an automatic pickup. You walk over them and it picks up automatically. I don't know if that's a setting you can change if you want to. Okay, so let's go and empty my inventory again. Okay, so just inventory, empty, first one cache, inventory, that's what I put in there, right? Okay, cool. Right. So, as I'm saying already, throughout the game you come across blueprints. The blueprints allow you to build things. How much stone do I have? I don't think I have any. Let's have a look here. So you can build all the things you need for your stuff. And then again, storage and beds makes sense. Floors and walls. Why do I have floors and walls? Because you can build yourself your own little houses and stuff. So see if I have... Okay, boom, boom. Let's try floor. Let's try stone foundation. Do I have enough stone? 35, okay. The stone foundation is huge, by the way. That's how big it is. Okay, now, from this point, if I hit the maybe select button, the one on the right near the X button, you've got some stats. You can change your default from default to high. So this wise, it gives you more of a distant thingy, so you can see stuff, right? And of course, there's anything you can't build when it's ready. You can build when it's green. Okay, so let's do that for a kickoff. Back to that again. I'll put it back to normal. Snipping, it doesn't really do much from what I think, but the rotation angle gives me 30 or 15. So for instance, if I do this and I move it around, hang on, what am I doing here? With my bumpers, you see it does it in 30 degrees, but if I do this, I can make it go 15 if I want to make more precise kind of movement. So there we go. That stuff. Right, okay, cool. So I've got that now. Right, let's go ahead and do some more building. Let's do a floor. Let's do a large floor plank. And let's do clicks. Yeah, I think you can switch this. I think that's what the snapping's about. You can click that off. And then if you want, you can rotate it if you want to do that. For instance, if you got ADHD person, I think they call it, and you want to really freak them out, you can do that. No, but everything's good. But that was good. No, you can't do that because that's going the wrong way. You know what I mean? If you want to do that, but I'm not cruel, so don't. Okay. Right. One click. Okay, I'll just do it like that then. And I'll do. Hang on. And why am I doing it this big? It doesn't matter. Okay, so do 5. And I'll just do that. And I'll call that a chimney, although it's not a chimney. There's a lot left to the imagination as far as doing stuff. For instance, presumably later on you can get yourself a chimney, but at this moment you can't. So let's do that. Okay, then we'll get rid of this. And then go to menu again, do walls. Floors and walls, let's do... that's the wooden planks again. And then I'll rotate it. Snap. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'll just get rid of this. And you snap. This. Okay, and roofs. Right, can I see them? I can't see them. Where's the roofs? Floors and walls, roofs, dude. Okay, let's see if I have enough plant fiber. I've got 47, might be able to do that. So I can do... There we go, hang on. Come on then. Oh! This rotating, I'm rotating it, that's why. So why isn't it going up? There we go. What to do? Yeah, sometimes it's not as... I played Far Cry back in the day, and Far Cry 2 had a really good sandbox building mode. And this is a bit... It's not very glitchy, but not glitchy, but very... kind of like janky. There we go, that's a better word, isn't it? Okay, do we have... What I've got here? I've got those. Corner maybe? No. What do I want? I want to put something here. I don't know, I'm thinking too much into this. Let's just go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and build a... Floors and walls. I'm going to build myself a foundation. Okay, and then go up with my... Hang on. Up and down, I'm using... Okay, it only goes down, it doesn't go any further. That's as far as it goes. But I can do that. Okay, then down. That's how I'm going to do it because it's clicking. I can... Come on. But you see it's doing that. Okay, I'll go back to the menu. And now go ahead and switch snapping off. And then see, it still does the same thing. So I don't know what... I mean, I'm probably missing something. But yeah, so this is the thing about... And again, I'm using a controller. So that might be something to do with it. See if I've got enough lift to do this. I'm just trying to get closer up to the roof so I can finish the roof off. So again, I'm trying to do this really quickly. So roofs, there we go, doink. Do one of these. Do one of these. Okay, you're going to click. You're going to click. Come on. Why aren't you clicking? Why are you clicking? There you go, I think, maybe. Is that good? Cheese on toast. Oh, it's not snapping to the other one. Okay, go back to here. Switch snapping on. Okay, it's doing the same thing. It's not, so I must be missing something. And I don't think this is far enough. Hang on. Go. Okay. Yeah, not far enough. Wait, no! Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, that's what I want to do. So I want to get rid of this one then. Okay, give me a second. I'm sorry about this. So this is what I mean. It's not. I mean, it might just be me, but it seems kind of a little bit non-intuitive. But there we go. But after a while, it's almost like a kid. After a while, it goes, oh, okay, I get it. So there's me roof. Right. So let's get rid of these things. And again, you get 100% back of your doohickeys. Why not make a door? And you start off with nothing, but again, you build up, you get stuff. So I'm going to put a nice wooden door in, I think. There we go. There we go. And the door open. Door goes open. Hey, welcome home. Door goes closed. Okay, and then put in a window as well. I know I'm being window. So this. What do you think? One of those things? No, I think I'll do one of these things. That looks nice, doesn't it? And nope, I'll go over here instead. There we go. A fireplace window. Right, so got that, and then I might as well. I know I'm doing way too much. Okay, the floors and walls. Then we should have a triangular one floating around here somewhere. There we go. Triangular wood. Okay. I thought it was bigger actually. That's what she said anyway. Okay, so walls, right? Okay, we can do that, so it's going to be triangular. Okay, so need triangles. But I think smaller ones. Wall planks. Oh, that's there we go. Hang on, what happened? Okay, there it goes. Bear with me, please. If you wish, I can sing hold music. La 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 goes walking. Where she goes walking, all the people go, oh my gosh. But there's a boy who's, I think he's a teenager. That's kind of weird, and people say he's a stranger. And every time she walks past, he looks at her and goes, gosh. Now he says, I wish that I could talk to her, but when he gets close, I get clumsy. So he's just about to say, hey lady, do you want to hang out maybe? But then he gets kind of flustered and walks away. Right, so there's me hut. Isn't it nice? Oh, it looks like it's got a chimney and everything. Right, so there's me house. Right, I've not tried this yet, but remember that this thing needed a roof. Will this accept this as a roof? So we do crafting utilities, we do armor and clothing workshop, and we do build, and we do, yes, we can do it, that class of roof. Okay, cool. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and move my bed here. That hut's going to be for storage. Me. Now, another thing is permanent structures. Okay, where do I want to put the bed? I think I'll put the bed in this corner here. Feng Shui! Permanent structures can be dismantled as parts. Okay, let's do this. I'm going way too much. I know, I'm so sorry. Then up to decoration. Decoration gives you furniture, things like lights. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a bedside table of some description. What do you think? A round one, maybe? Yeah, why not? A bedside table, there we go. And because we're into symmetry, let's do on both sides. Isn't that cute? There we go. So there's me stuff and stuff and stuff. I don't like that. Give me a second. I know. Shut up. Just get on with it. We're here to learn about stuff. Okay, then we do And then rocks and foundations. What are we doing? What am I doing? Floors and walls. Nah, there's a foundation. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you bastard. Cool. Go back to that. Do my default to high. Then, okay, and then back off. There we go. Can we do this? I'll go on the inside and do it inside. And now I can't see. There we go. No. Wank. Go away. I tell you what I can do instead. I'll go to stone blocks instead. A block of cemented small stones, block of large stones. There we go. There we go. That's much better, isn't it? And then I'll just go ahead and fill this up with wood. Wood, it's wood, it's better than better. You know, bollocks. I don't want to do that because it's too. It's just too. No, that's a good chimney. Shut up. Okay, I'll do that then instead. Okay. Wall, small wood. Okay. Oh. I just built a piece of wood in the sky. I just built a piece of wood in the sky. Look, mummy. Okay, what's happening there? Because this is high. That's only 15 degrees. Where am I? Where's my... There it is. Okay, that's why. There we go, much better. And then I'll build a cooking fire. It doesn't have a fire. There we go. And then I'll do another thing with walls. This is what I'm like at the moment. I'm so sorry. I'm getting where is it? This one. Really? Okay, why not? Yeah, that works. And then put one on top. I need that'll be a stone floor. I'll do block stone, maybe too big. There we go. And then I think I do have a triangle on floating around it somewhere. I think this is stone incline. There we go. That'll work. It'll let me. There we go. There we go. I got a nice fireplace. Although that needs out. God, are you kidding me now? Will this work? I don't know. It might. Looks like it, doesn't it? Oh, hang on. Come on. Click. You just clicked. There you go. Meh. I mean, that works, doesn't it? It's also, it actually looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And then, of course, this is what I do. I'm so sorry. This is meant to be an educational video, and it's turned into my little building montage. I'm so sorry. But let me put this by the... Oh, man, I could live in this house. Oh, and with chairs, you can actually sit in them. I'm sorry. There we go. There's my little room and stuff. So that's that, and got a little cooking fire I can use. Now, why didn't I build a bonfire? Because a bonfire is it's a power station. So let me go ahead and build a bonfire real quick. Hang on. Too close to another bonfire. So you have to be out of its perimeter, and it's not just its perimeter. So okay, so that's its perimeter if I'm right. Yeah, it is. Still can't do it. It says not enough resources. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you have to be here in order to be able to build a fire. Right. So I think that's everything. What am I forgetting? Anyone? Okay. So this is an introduction to Rust. Bollocks. That's why I got this, because Rusk... Hey, I'm new to us. Oh, you just killed me. Hey, I'm new to us. Don't kill me. You just kill me. Hey, don't kill me. I've got nothing. You just killed me. Okay. Can you show me something? Oh, yeah, I'll follow you. You follow. You pushed me. Walk me into a trap. Oh, yeah. Hang on. So go to my build menu, and then hit... What is it again to do this? Right trigger. This is dismantle. And this was a pre-built structure, right? I can dismantle... Once you've built a pre-built structure, you can dismantle any of this. So if you're looking for resources, but you don't have it as an example, just build a pre-built structure, this is the only one really, and you can dismantle that, but then you can't rebuild it, can you? Yeah, okay, good stuff. But you get your resources back. That's basically what I'm saying. But there you go, and that's it, I think. A wharf. There we go. I'll do that real quick, and then I'll finish it, and then I can do another one. If you like it, just put comments in the doohickey what you want to see if you're having any troubles with stuff, because again, I came across a lot of really stupid stuff, like that thing with the hang on, let's have a look here, with the inventory, where I thought I had to grab hold of this and then physically move it over there. When I can, and I know it's right on the bottom, but I never read the menu instructions. I could just click the Y button and it moved it automatically. Oh, another thing about closed sea scallops. If you use the item, it disappears. It's like a lottery. Every so often you come across a pearl. Pearls are good for recipes, but they're also good for ammo. So every time you see a closed pearl, and you're just on beaches, pick them up, and then use them, which will open them, and that will... crabs. I always pick the crabs up. They always come in pairs as well. So anytime I get one, I always hunt down a friend, because I don't want to be alone. There you go. Every time I get one of those, so I mean you can keep them all, but let's have you use it. Do I get a pearl? Give me a pearl just to show them, people, please. Yes. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. You get a pearl, which is good as an alchemy ingredient. However, the small round item may be useful elsewhere. It can be used as ammo. If you look down here, I've got gunpowder, I've got ammo, I've got pearls. Wharf, there we go. The wharf comes later on, after you've killed Richard. Yes, Richard is a douche, and it takes forever, but once you've killed him, it's a nice little hut, really, isn't it? It'd be like Fire Island, if they'd only actually done what they said they were going to do. Mew, 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 mew. A wharf, okay. So let's go. What do we need for a wharf? Wrong button. Okay, wharf, wharf, wharf. I need coarse fabric. Okay, let's go ahead and do 10 for coarse fabric. If I have, yes I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not enough resources. Take all, give me a second then. Okay, 10 fabric, so I need plant fiber. So again, anything that looks like a plant is plant fiber. I should give you plant fiber. There we go, there's one. Okay, we're avoiding those guys. Oh, wow. Thank you. I've always wanted one of those lumps of whatever you threw at me. Ooh. Oh, I'm being followed. I think he may have, the gentleman, the real estate office, when he sold me this property, did have a slight smile on his face. I should have, I think maybe he put me in a dangerous position. Maybe this real estate isn't as des-res as he was saying it was. Got 6 man. Oh, let's pick all this up. Hello! And I think the cocoa plums are food for recipes and stuff. Some of the food you can eat immediately. So for instance, if I go here and go to use, you see where it says use item? Dunk. It's increased my health. Maximum HP. And if I remember rightly, it doesn't... For instance, if you're damaged, it doesn't fill your health. Right? What it does is it fills your maximum health. So for instance... I'm already at full health, right? So when I eat that, it makes it bigger. But if I was at half health, it would stretch the bar, but not fill it, if you make sense. So it'd still be at half health, but I'd have a larger strip to work with. Got 16, so that's good enough. So go back to my thingy. So we're building a wharf, right? So again, picking things up. Seashells or scalp shells, rather, stones. Crabs, that's just me. You get crab meat, but I always pretend that they're pets. These things, Triton horns, the only thing I can find on them is for decoration. There's no other reason for them, so I kind of leave them alone. It just fills your inventory. So stones. What else? Scattered wood, if I can find it. Give me scattered wood. Give me scattered wood. Plant fibers, as you see, are quite often, more than not, they'll be already laying on the ground. You just walk over them, it self-populates. Oh, what was that? Oh, I thought there was a frog. There's a plant fiber jumping into my doohickey. Okay. There you go. Yep, scattered logs. I think that's it. The only things that you pick up. And then you can cut trees down for lumber, but they... One thing to notice, okay, I thank you so much for this. This is taking too long, I do apologise, but there's a lot to talk about, really. You have two forms of palm trees. You have these big chunky guys that are called palms. Palms. These little spindly ones are called coconut palms. And if you harvest them, it drops coconuts. So if you want to cut down a tree, cut down the palm tree. But you see, this one's a coconut palm as well. It's not. Yes, it is. There we go. Always check to see if there's a coconut palm before cutting it down, because again, trees do not replenish. Later on you can regrow them, but trees do not replenish. Anything like coconut palms, don't cut down. Palm trees you can. Right, where are we? Building a wharf. Okay, then I'll show you about that and then we're done. Then I'll just do a little recap just in case I've forgotten anything. So a wharf, again, make sure I'm in the perimeter of the campfire, which I am. And I go build a wharf, and I need coarse fabric, 10 of them. Okay, I've got the material. Need 6 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then craft, and then take all. Remember, take all. I like this hut. It's growing on me. It's very simple, but it's very nice. I may put a window in there later on, or an attic window. No, a window so you can see the view, because isn't that a beautiful view? And I think that's a westall thing. So I'm on the east-west axis. It's actually good for sleeping, from what I understand. A friend of mine used to be into feng shui. He was a shaman. Right, there we go. Now, this is just me. I do this every time because I'm... What's the word now? Oh, asinine. I'll build myself a pier, make sure the wood's going in the same direction. See, this is something I do sometimes, but I don't do it always. Because sometimes you'll fall off this and you get trapped underneath it. But I just want to make it look nice. And then what I do is I go to... Where are we? Stairs and fences. This is my favourite step. This comes later on. I think it comes from killing a boss or something. Okay, is that good? Click, that works. Oh, no, not enough resources. Okay, I'll just leave it at that then. In fact, I don't like that. So what I'll do is I'll move. That's where I want it to be. So isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? So this is the wharf. Now the wharf is for your ships. So I'll show you my ship as well. Right, so what we do is we have... You can nominate a flagship, right? You can retrieve your ship, reserve your ship. I don't know what that does. Reserve ships disappear from the world but are still tied to your character. You can recall them back via any wharf. I've never needed to use that. This is how your percentage of your ship, so you can repair it if you want to. And this dismembers the ship. Oh, no. Right, okay. This is your list of ships that you have. At the moment, I've got 2 of them. I've got Quantity 3, which is this guy. It's a frigate. It's the first... Or a catch, I think it's called. It's the... because I just read it up here. So it's the first ship you get. What you're given a quest. A quest tree. You follow that, and you actually find a ship, and then you'll find. I don't want to ruin the storyline for you, but it holds your hand and shows you how to build your first ship, right? But you see, I've got a line through it because it's not a flagship. My flagship is Blackbeard's frigate. Blackbeard's frigate. Okay, manage ship. Manage ship. It has its own inventory. It has its own quick bar. I told you about those repair kits. This is a master repair kit, and if you want to read that, you can. And then we have a combat repair kit. Both of these you can use in combat when you're being attacked. And this is a regular repair kit, or just a repair kit. A repair kit done outside of combat, which means this doesn't work when you're in combat, so don't use it, or you just use them up for no reason. Okay. And again, you can put all that. Each ship or variety of ship has different amounts of inventory space, a different speed, different durability, that kind of stuff, attack points, just like you're building a character, right? This ship, okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about now. So quantity 2, go to manage ship. I have one variety of cannon. It's a 12-pound cannon. This is hull bracing, which is basically I've now got 100 plus defense. I can upgrade that if you wish. Boarding parting gear. This is when you get close to a ship, once you've almost destroyed it, you can jump onto the ship and finish off the crew. Sometimes you need this for exploring, because some of the tasks are find my ship, and then when you get there, in the hull or the wherever it is, and the cabin area, there is something that I need you to get. So you need to actually have this, and you can again, that's a 100 attack. You can upgrade it. So I think it's when you first attack the vessel, when you're first boarding the vessel, the characters on it are hit with a thingy. Okay, equipment received. Increase power of your crew while boarding other ships. So that's what about. Okay, read the instructions. Okay, cool. Well, if you notice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think it is. So that's I don't know. What's 7 4s and 35? That's no, not. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. My mind. So it gives you 28 extra inventory, whereas Blackbeard, I think, is more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7, it gives you less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to do this then. Hang on. Why? Okay, I can't pick it up because the ship's not here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it gives you one less. So although it's a bigger ship, it has less cargo space. But 36-pound cannons as opposed to 12. 24-pound cannons, you've got 2 available volleys, if that's the right word, and hull bracing. I've got this upgraded to 220. And then I've got this upgraded to 200. Okay, so that's your ship. So, where is my ship? Okay, let me go ahead and do this. Face the sea and pray to the Almighty God, Orion. Not Orion, that's the star. Poseidon. Poseidon, give me my ship. So when you call in the ship, it'll be select and then X. And then, which is really bizarre because X on here is on the right. On my control pad, it's on the left. So you think, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So Control X, pick your ship you want, boom, there she blows. That's my frigate, Blackbeard's frigate. I'll show you how big it is. Oh, what are those? Is that nothing to pick over? There you go. Look at that. 3 masts with a mast at the front. Isn't that massive? Right, okay, so you have to swim out to it. So if you're running around like this is just a tip. When you get to the coast, stop for a second until that builds up, because watch this. So I'm swimming now, and my stamina goes down. If I'm not careful, I'm not going to make the ship. When you first start, you will drown if you're not careful. And there we go, and then X to get on their ship, and I'll give you the tour of the ship. Right, this is the back end. We've got a little skeleton vultures with little hats on of crown-style Lantonius. This is the wheel. The attention to detail is really, really nice. Okay. And then these are my 36-pound cannons, I think. And then we go downstairs. Hi guys, how are we doing? You having fun? Are these the 36? Are these 36-pound cannons? Tomato. Now, if you see those grey lines and the white lines, I don't know about N2 and 1. I think that means N for the front, and then 2 for the second battery, and 1 for the first battery. I think it is. But I'll go ahead and fire. So I'm going to fire my cannon. Boom. There we go. You see, it's fired. So that's from the top. So these are the 24-pound ones, right? But you see, then do it again. Right, that's the 36-pound one. Do you see what happened here? So which means with the other ship, you only have one cannon, so you have to cannon, let it reload. This one, you can do this. You can go, wait for it, cannon, and cannon. So the first one's the appetizer, the second one's the entree. So I'll just, hang on, hang on, I have to get off of this. It's off that, so there you go. Then we've got another level down here. I think this is the bunk or something. Or is it nothing? Yeah, there's a bunk. You can't use the beds, by the way. And other than sailing it, you can't do anything in the ship. Sailing and exploring, I can't pick anything up. If I drop something out my inventory, if I have anything, say I drop this as an example. Right, it appears there, but I can't do anything with it. I mean, can I pick it up again? Yes, I can. But I can't store it, and after a while, it will disappear. So I'll leave this here just to prove myself, because I don't know if it's not. This is my cabin over here. I've got my little hammock and other stuff hanging around. There's my table for doing charts and stuff. Hello, how are you doing? Blah, blah. Oh, welcome to the restaurant. I'm the host. I'm afraid we're pretty small at the moment. So if you can come back later, thank you so much. So there's that. But again, there's nothing other than I'm talking to guys. Hey, how you doing, guy? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Other than doing what I've done already, as in I can go on the ship battery, I can wander around and explore, and I can grab the wheel if I want to sail, which I'm not going to do now. Notice the music's changed. That's the sailing music. And then let's have a look at the front. This is the stern. Am I right? Stem and stern. Is it the stern? The bow. This is the bow. I'm sorry. Okay. The way I remember it, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, is it at the back it has to be stern, because basically this is the spine of the top of the spine, the coccyx, if you wish, which is the bottom of the spine, but I don't care, of the ship. So it has to be stern because it's basically holding the rest of the ship together. The bow is like bow, and if you bow something, you're basically bending it together so it touches. So that the wood's not straight, it's bent, and so it's bowed. So that's why it's called a bow. That's just my opinion. And these, I've got front cannons as well. I'll show you something in a second. Right, now this is the front of the ship. Again, this is all decorative. This is, I think, Cthulhu with wings, and he's holding a pet. Hang on, what pet is it? I've forgotten. I think he just got a skeleton with a rat on it. He's holding a skeleton with a rat on it. I think it's Death. Don't worry about this. And then you have a cat. Where are you, cat? Where are you, cat? There you are. A little cat here. Hey, cat. So that's my ship. Okay, right. Now I just want to show you something as well. You see, I can go. You don't have to do this to fight. You don't have to actually get off and attach yourself to a cannon. These level 15. I'm getting off the ship soon. What you can do is, once you join the ship, you are now in control of the whole thing. So, in the front, sometimes what will happen is it will. He's going to call me a liar, but sometimes what will happen is it will go to the left or the right, like he's not doing now. So you can't get to the front. If that's to happen, just look up into the sky, and that will take you to the front. So this gives you the front cannon view. Boom, boom, and I think that's might be a 12-pounder. You look to the direction you want to go. This gives you the side cannon view. And you can like look around and stuff. And then, so I'm selecting with the left trigger, unselect move over here. So you do that, and then it goes red until it goes white when it's replenished, but it also replenishes in your socket. So that's basically everything you know about that. And so again, N means the front of the ship cannon, number 2 is your second battery on your port and starboard, and 1 is your first battery on your port and starboard. 24 pounder on the front, on the top, sorry, and 36 pounder on the top of the bottom of the ship, sorry. There we go. Now, save park the ship, or in this case, I'm being attacked by those 15 thingies. Just run away. Run away! Right. And then go ahead and select X. Boom. And your ship's moved. So there we go. Now, I think I've covered everything. I think that'll get you... That's more than enough to get you started. If you've never played the game. But again, if there's anything you need help with, if there's something you're struggling with, I can't help you kill Richards. I could have a go, but I mean, I give you tips and stuff. But if there's anything that I can help you with, please don't hesitate, ask me and I'll help you out. Now another thing, watch this. Right, I'm going to go to the map, and all these little, all these little thingy things, compasses, are fast travel points. So you can travel to them. But you see, I'm clicking for the fast travel. Not going to cancel, let's make me a map. Not going anywhere. Okay, there we go. But, and I thought that you had to be at a fast travel point to travel to a fast travel point, because some games do that. But watch this. I've just grabbed hold of the steering wheel. I'm not in combat, that's very important. Do you see up here it says fast travel available? Let me go ahead to my main camp. Doosh. Not only does it take me, but it takes the ship. Right, I'll just give you a tour of my original island, and I'll show you basically everything. So there she is, right? And okay, there we go. So this is what happened. This is, I'll give you a quick tour of everything. This is definitely a work in progress at this point, but it wasn't. Okay. Right, so when you'll see dodo eggs, they're usually in a ruined building like this. Ruined. And I usually built, when I first started, I built my tent here because of total immersion. Well, if you were on an island, right, and it was getting you right, you had to build a tent right next to the sea. First of all, you want to get as far away from the sea as possible, and you want to get somewhere sheltered. Not too sheltered, though. So, here, it's kind of a ruin, so it's kind of a windbreak. Also, if you put the fire behind it, like this, it'll reflect off this, despite enemies won't be able to see you. So that was my thought. So, the bonfire's moved. It doesn't matter, but my bonfire was here. There's me cooking fire, and these are my wonderful containers. This one has raw materials in the vegetable form. This one has raw materials in pre-cooked form. I'm not going to go through, I'll just go through a few and whatever. Raw materials in protein, meat products. That's emptied, that I've forgotten that was all. Seeds, these are all some of the seeds you can get. Aloe seeds, I don't use those yet. Shrub seeds, I don't use those yet. Corn seeds, cocoa, plum, flax. Flax is very important. Anytime you come across flax, and I'll show you what flax looks like in a second. Anytime you come across flax, mark it, because you need it for building sails. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where's my flax? Is it flax in alchemy now? Yes, it is. There we go. So flax looks like these. Really vivid bluey purple flowers and long green stems. They are for building sails. You need as many as you can get. So if you're not going to mark anything, mark flax, because you'll get to a point, I'll show you something. I want to build Blackbeard's frigate. I've killed Richard, so I've got all the tools. in order to be able to do that. So let's go ahead to our wharf and build Blackbeard's frigate. How's that sound? Does that sound like fun? Okay, cool. We wouldn't need much, would you? Just like a bit of wood, maybe a bit of cloth, maybe, I don't know, that's about it, really. Do you see what I'm saying about that? Doesn't that look nice with all the steps and the stuff? Oh, this is a fast travel spot, by the way. This thing looks like, okay, there we go. Right, let's go to shipyard, and I can build a ketch. Because the ketch, the Brethren ketch, and the Blackbeard ketch are all, when you first, once you've followed the task plan or route plan, I forgot what they call it, task tree, I think they call it, or quest, whatever, you know what I'm talking about anyway. Once you follow those thingies and you're led by your hand through this, you get to build a ship, and then you were given the plan to build one of either of these three. And so you want to read the stats, you go ahead and do that. Okay. Then they come in categories. One thing that stopped me from getting Blackbeard's frigate is I was looking for Blackbeard frigate's blueprint. No, you get a ketch blueprint, or a frigate blueprint, or a schooner blueprint, or a cutter blueprint. I don't know if they're in the map, but you get the category, and by buying that, you get the choice of all three of these. So this is my frigate. So that gives, I'll say if you want to make a note of all the stats. That's the Brethren frigate, and that is the Blackbeard frigate. Let's have a look here. Me guns. Main battery, second battery. 24 and 24, 24 and 24. 36 and 24 mean. So there we go. Now let's have a look at what we need. 300 nails. So I need to get iron ore or copper ore by the pound, by the ton really. Oh, but I need foothills iron ingots, which means I need to go to biome 2 to be able to get that. Not only that, but I also need to kill Richards because I can only do copper until I can kill him. Once I killed him, I'm given the ability to make foothills iron ingots. Wooden planks, all that is wood. You can do it at your crafting station. Timber, now you need hardwood. Hardwood you get from unreplaceable DV trees, which are on the second biome. Okay? And so you need that. Tarred planks, which means not only do I need planks, but I need to tar them. The third biome that we were just on right now, there are these things called tar trees. They look like withered old trees. You cut them down, you get wood, and you also get tar. You need to get thousands of pounds of tar in order to do that. Linen fabric, which is coarse fabric, which you make on your crafting station. Linen fabric you make on the spinning wheel. You can't get the spinning wheel until you you've killed Richards. Okay. Tarred fabric. So once we've made our linen fabric, we need 240. Do you see that? Then we need an extra 80. So that'll be 320 that we need of this stuff. And then we need to get 80 80 collections of tar as well. And then 80 rope, which is you just get like plant fiber, and you can make rope for it on your crafting station. And then shipwright tools. You need 50 shipwright tools. You buy those from some of the merchants you come across wandering around. So basically, look at that. That's what you need. It took me weeks to go ahead and do this. So just so you know, that's what you need for Blackbeard's frigate. But yeah, he's the dog's bollocks, as they say where I come from. And I'll just do a brief tour of my embarrassment. Now, why is this over here? Because I got all that built up and stuff. This is my own creation. It's a debacle. I'll show you in a second. And you see this little key? You see how far my ship is? I couldn't get my ship to spawn here, and this is my frigate, and that's my no, that's my ketch, and that's my frigate, right? Massive difference. So that wouldn't even spawn here. I didn't even know where it spawned. So I thought, okay, I'll build stuff. And so with a shovel, I'll just show you that real quick. What you can do is you can use it as a weapon. You can dig anywhere. Hang on. You can dig. You can raise. right? And then you can flatten, right? So what I was doing was going around here, flattening this. You cannot make the target bigger. With Far Cry 2, you could increase your footprint. So I'm forever doing this. And it's not just by I'm holding the bumper in, right? I can't bloody move, right? Okay, so I can move, and then I hold the bumper in, and it'll just keep doing that forever. But I can't move, so I can't do the whole, flatten and move at the same time. It's two separate things. So this takes for effing ever. It's crazy. Right, so my whole idea was to fill this in all the way to here, and then I tried, instead of flattening, I did raise. So I did this instead. Hang on, oh man. But that just makes it go bigger, and then I've got to go back and flatten it afterwards. So this is asinine. Now, I was watching somebody else's video of, and they have built this beautiful Hispanic-looking castle thing. It looks almost like a mission. Way amazing detail. They have much more building blueprints than I do. And so I thought, okay, I'll have a go. And so this is what I did. This is my first attempt, and it's crap. But anyway, so there we go. They're missing windows, just so you know. So this isn't what it looks like. They're going to be windows. Okay, so here we go here. Two massive double doors. Opens up into the reception area. And I'm going to put decorations there and stuff like that. And then, in fact, I'll do one now just to show you. So decorations, I can do things, if I have the material, that is. I'll do, you can, pause and look at all the decorations you can have. I'll put a little one of these. That looks nice, doesn't it? Not enough resources. Cayenne peppers. Okay, so back to the menu then. What can I do? I can do that. Not enough resources. I can look for something with enough resources. It looks like I want to do something reception style though. What will look like a computer? Okay. Now the thing is, you can't rotate this stuff either. So for instance, if I thought I'll get myself a bucket, I don't have enough resources. Have I got resources for anything? How many resources do I have? It doesn't matter. So anyway, so the reception area, and then over here we have the bar. We've got a hostess station here, bar restaurant, and then we have a fully functioning bar. These are the things that I was talking about. You can put there. These are two stools on top of each other because they don't have any bar stools. There we go. You know what I mean? You've got all that. Isn't that nice? And then there's the service station. I've got nothing behind here because it's very tight. And it moves per block. So if I was to move this, it'd be here, so it'd get in the way of the doors. So just use your imagination. There's going to be a pop machine back here and a sink and all that kind of stuff. Here are all the tables. A trick that an owner that I used to work for, a restaurant owner, he said, all right, you get 4 tops, 6 tops, 8 tops. I just use 4 tops. And I said, why don't you do bigger ones? He says, because you can always put 2 4 tops together and make an 8 top. You can't chop an 8 top in half to make 2 4 tops. Very wise. This is going to be a coat closet. The reason I did this is just for aesthetics, because when you come in, oh, I've got a blank wall. This is where I've got to go. If there's no blank wall, people just want, excuse me, sir, hello, sir, oh, what, sorry? So that's just a thing. I've got some stairs. You can see those going down. So I put a chair in there, so it's my toilet. All right, so let me go ahead and close the door. Hang on, no. All right, hey everyone, hi. I'm from Europe. This is how we do things. Anyway, so there's me thingy. Then we move into the kitchen. Now, I moved. Okay, so yeah, okay, here we go. So I had my fire here originally, but I moved it. This is where the campfire was. So again, that's me smelting furnace, and that's that. But it's cannot be placed under a roof. I didn't know it was both ways. That's clever. So I know for now. This is the service station, or not the service station, but the line. And then I put a bunch of campfires in here. And then this is meant to be the fire station. In fact, why isn't it lit as much? I don't have enough freaking resources, do I? Why don't I have enough resources? What waffle? Okay, let me see if there's anything wood I can steal real quick. Give me a second, please. Why don't I have any resources? That's weird. I've got the resources. Really? Let's see if I can build a campfire. Or bonfire, rather. Bonfire. Too close to the bonfire. There's the bonfire. Why is that up there? Okay, give me a second then. Why did I put this up there? I have no idea. I'll put it where it was originally then. How's that sound? So that's basically where it was, ish. It's a bit further there, but I'll see the way it is. Okay, then go back again. You see what I'm saying? Because this building was out of the range of the bonfire up there, anything, even though I have... And I'll show you something else. I'll put the wood back, alright? And I'll leave... okay, even though I've got thousands of pounds of wood, I couldn't use any of it because it was out of range, because the range did not cover the castle, the whatever it's here. Okay, but there we go. So back through the store here. Sorry about that, I really do apologise. Decoration. And we've got a little furnace here, a little lamp here. Okay, about there. That's good. There we go. Right, sold it now. What's that for? I don't know. Well, it's there now. I don't mind. But there you go. So here we go. And I built shelves. I hand built these by using floor and beams, or pillars rather. Okay, we've got a wall here. This is the dish station, so we dump all the dishes. What a fantastic looking dishwashing machine is made of wood. And this is the dumping, cleaning station. I might get rid of this and make that flat because I think that's real. But I think this, in fact, I'll do it now. Shut up! You shut up. Okay, hang on. No. Yes, I know what to do. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, floor and walls. Small floor. There we go. Is that right? No. Why not? What? Okay, then 215. That's weird. There we go. Hang on. And then both the walls, use that guy. Turn it around so the front is at the back. Why isn't it? Is this what you're going to do now? Oh, it does. It's good. There we go. It's more like it. So this is where you dump the dishes. Don't make them in any way neat or tidy, because that's what they get paid for. Just dump the stuff there in a nasty, horrible pile or whatever and go, oh yeah, and guess what she said? Oh, you won't believe what she said. He said, table 10? Oh, you won't believe it. Okay, and then the dishwasher is going like, you motherfucking son of a stupid business. I've got to sort all this stuff out. Then you're expecting me to do me a silverware. Your silverware's going to be ready. First of all, I got to clean this mess up. Who the hell do you think you are? Oh, you're getting stroppy now. Oh, right, you want to get the manager? Is that what you're going to do? Stupid freaking motherfucking spinner. Anyway, so then once they've done that, they clear all the dishes, wash them, bring them out that. And do you see, now I could build the inventory, even though I only have 3 wood. I could build that lamp because I'm with the fire. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We've got shelves here. We've got this. Ooh, this is weird. What's this about? There we go. In fact, I don't even need this one. What's that about? This is meant to be sinks, but whatever. And then we have the walk-in. This is the walk-in. I haven't put shelves in it yet, but I've lit it. So that's the walk-in refrigerator. Okay. Okay. Oh god, that guy table 10. I can't do that. I can't do it anymore. He's asking for straws again. I've sent 20 straws to his bloody table, and every time I go there, just give me a second, would you please? No. Excuse me, waitress. 1 minute, sir. I'm sorry. Within a second. I need you to go in the walk-in. Give me a second, please. Thank you. Something. Oh, thanks. Oh, I didn't close the door. Sorry. Sorry, chef. Door's closed. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, don't matter. We know what you're doing there. Could you hear me? No, it's soundproof. We could hear what you're talking about. Okay, so waitress. Excuse me, please. Okay. Yes, sir. I need those straws. Oh, there you go, sir. There's some straws for you. Oh, these aren't the proper straws. Well, the straws we have, sir. I want to. Oh, the last time I was here. Yes, sir. You want to talk to the manager? Okay, just 1 second, sir. I'll go and get him straight away. Okay. La 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 la. Chef, I'm sorry. Go for it. You go somewhere else. Why don't you go to Burger King? So anyway, so that's the walk-in. That's what its sole purpose is for. And then what I did is I did this in the back, which would be the freezer compartment of the walk-in. If you had said thing, this is a deluxe bar, restaurant, hotel. Hotel, did you say? Let me show you. Let me show you its features. So YouTube it, and then because everything's symmetrical, I've got another toilet here under the staircase. This is where I put all the crafting station stuff. So this is kind of a crafting room, and then this door goes back to reception. So just on a tour of that area, I've just sat down. Right, then here, with an empty room I didn't know what to do with, so at the moment he's a merchant. So he's the merchant. This, you buy after, I don't know how much you have to upgrade or how further up the ladder you have to go, but at one point you can purchase from the merchants at different sects or different camps or whatever like that. You can purchase a contract which enables you to get merchants. Now what they do is you can give them money and they'll give you all this stuff. So there's two of them. There's one that is for food and there's one for natural resources. So all this stuff you can eventually get. And I think you can upgrade him to get more stuff. So that's basically it. Silver, hardwood, tree bark, wood, stone, clay, plant fiber, right? And it takes 70 minutes, so it takes a long time. Thing is, if you buy another plant, I'm sorry, dear, I know you want me to close the door. I do really apologise. Please don't yell at me, thank you. You're doing a great job, by the way. Oh, okay. Is the restaurant closed now? Okay, thank you so much about that. Sorry about that. I know the draft came through, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, do you mind it? Okay, thank you. Right, I'm going for a tour. Ta-da! Another one. So you can have many of them. That's meant to be a fixture. You can have many of them and have each one get you stuff, because again, it takes 70 minutes to get anything coming through. Right, let's go to the hotel. So we've got stairs going up. This is all walled up. This is in progress, by the way. And I don't know what I'm going to do here. It's like, at the moment, it's just a storeroom. And I've got a door here, I think. There we go. So this is the under room that I've got completed. So let's close the door. Welcome to the Hotel Quanti. Let me show you your room. Okay, this is a deluxe room. Starting off on the right-hand side, we have a toilet. We have a little wash sink as well, if you want to do that. And then we have a shower. Okay, there we go. Once the door's closed, here's a closet. And you can put your suitcases on top of there if you wish, and your shoes on the floor. We've got a couple of chairs and a table. If you want to take a seat, you can. If you want to take a seat, you can. Hang on, that's weird. Why didn't that one work? Well, that one does. I think it might be close to the table's thingy. So here we go. And there are your two beds. I don't have the resources to build better beds than this, so this is what I've got at the moment. With a couple of side tables, because we're into symmetry here. And these are the windows, so you can look out into the world. I want to make these into French windows and build a balcony at some point. Okay, no. Are you kidding me? The hitboxes on these beds are massive. There we go. Just so you know. So that's the room, and I've got a ceiling on it as well. And I don't know... Yes, I can use it. There we go. Because with the bed, you need a roof. Very much like the weapons station, right? And this is a floor, but it classed it as a roof. That's something I just found out. So there we go. So this is the room. And then the rest of them, I have, you know, basically build a skeleton for him. He takes a lot of everything, and this is a massive place. So I'm going to have, bunch of rooms, and these aren't going to have windows. The only one that's going to have windows is the first one, I think. And then another batch of rooms here, so that's where I am so far. But then I got a bit miffed with that, because it didn't help me with, what's that? I think that's oh yeah, this is it's smaller because of blah, blah, blah. So I just did a demo for myself. It ends up being a single bed. There we go. Hey, Moo! Colin's back. Yeah, I've got the door open so he can come and go as he wants. So he's just coming back to say hi. Oh, well, what am I doing here? Look. And again, these are going to be windows. I'm going to kind of move it across this way a bit. In fact, I might get rid of that. I'll go and do one on the other side as well. Might even put a window there since I'm here. And then what? No, I'll just block this. It just looks janky from the outside. There we go. And I'll show the outside again real quick. Oh, hello. So there you go. See what I mean? It looks a bit better that way. Okay, good. So that's my hotel bar restaurant. Then I thought to myself, why am I just freezing myself here? Because at the moment, all my land is flat. I had to flatten all this land. And I don't want it to be directly on the beach. So let's have a look. So, oh, this is a ruins, by the way. I didn't do this. This is one of the first quests you have. You have to go in here. Is there anything? Oh, there's pigs in here. Let me just do this real quick. Then you'll see one of the things you have to do. And I think you might have... Oh, get rewards for it. Sorry, dear. I hate killing the ladies, but... There you go. You see, she's attacking me because her husband attacked me. Okay, let's have a look if there's anything here. There we go. You come across these things, ancient chests, and they come with stuff. Once, they do not replenish. But sometimes you have things... So the thing is, once you conquer the ruin, don't leave it alone. Because sometimes things do replenish. So I'm looking around here if anything's replenished. I don't think anything did. Oh, that's dilapidated stone, so that needs an axe. So go ahead and get my axe and knock this down. Okay. And what do we have here? Another one of these. Empty, been here already. And you see this ancient container? This is replenished. This wasn't here before. And so that you see, it's giving me 2 healing herbs. So all the containers give you different things, but they're replenished. So just because you've conquered a ruin or a base or anything like that, enemies and some itinerary returns. So anyway, so that's what that's about. And again, let me reiterate. Okay, there's a sow, her friends and their husband, or what do they call it now? Oh, you're going in my house? Oh, that's so cute. Hey, how you doing? Oh, now she's hitting me. Don't hit me. Okay, well, you're dead now. I'm sorry. Oh, that was so cute for a second. I was going to close the door on her. Okay. Oh, man. What did they call it now? It's not a relationship. It's a PlayStation. I don't know whatever it is. Yeah, but she did. I mean, she didn't attack me till I hassled her, basically. Right, here we go. It was sows again. Okay, let's walk slowly to him. That's the sow, right? Oh wow, why are you attacking me? That's bizarre. They never attacked me before. Right, what I did on this one, I'm almost finished. Appreciate your patience. Is I tried to build some kind of fence just to tell me the circle of the fire. So you go in this. I'm not attacking you. You go away, dear. No, you go away. Yeah, you shook your head at me. Yeah, you turn your behind. So I built a ring around the perimeter of the fire, the bonfire, in order to give me a blueprint of what I was going to do, and then I built this monstrosity. Now, why is it so far up? Because this land is not flat, as you see, and so I didn't want to flatten it, because you saw me flattening it takes forever. So what I did instead is I'll get rid of one of these. Is I put these I'll put a lantern up here as well. I may do something with this, I don't know. I was thinking maybe like a theatre or something, because it does have. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Lamp, lamp. There you are. Here we go. And in fact, you know what I will do is I'll go ahead and put one of these lamps up as well. Not enough resources, dear God, you. Well, let's make the resources then, so I'll get rid of this ladder then. I need this ladder, I kept falling into the pit, so... Not enough resources still, I need plant fibre, okay. Do I? I don't care. Well, I can build those, that's wood I think. Okay, let's just go ahead and build some more, eh? Alright, there you go. Not enough resources? Oh well, screw you all. Can I? Okay, whatever. Anyway, so... Yeah, so this is the level of the land, right? So what I did is I used foundations, which again, as we know already, is massively tall, to make everything level. So now I have this storage chamber or something. And again, it's totally level all over the place. Like this edge is deeper than that edge, and this edge is deeper than this edge. You know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe having a movie theatre or something like that. What do you think? I mean, yeah, I mean, is it tall the weight? I'm going to bang my head against the ceiling, am I? Yep. I can have this as the ingress. I'll leave this open then. So welcome to the cinema. There we go. And I can have this cord. Oh, hang on. I can have this walled off, and that could be the cinema's booth, right? And then fill this with chairs. And it could be some kind of weird thing where it kind of dips down like that. So whatever, blah, blah. Anyway, beside the point. So I did all that. Thuswise, it is not when you're turning up. I'll show you the pier in a second. When you turn up, it's more like a temple, because like, look at this, all the stairs we have to climb. You had to bring the heavy suitcase without wheels, didn't you? Anyway, so in here, and that's as far as I've done. And so I'm going to cover the whole thing with a floor first, and then go ahead and separate into rooms and make a second floor blab. So that's what I'm doing that one. And originally it was all going to be wood, but guess what? I kept running out of resources. Then I built myself my wharf, and then I built myself my pier. Doesn't that look nice? Okay. Which took longer than I thought, because I kept falling into the sea and drowning. Right, so what's this for? I'll show you in a second. I'm going to put some handrails down here as well, but I just ran out of resources. You see there's a pattern here, so I've done this. Ooh, this light, that's my catch, I think it is. What's this for? I'll show you in a second. Okay. Right. So this is the pier to get to the ship, because this is where, when Blackbeard's frigate arrives, this is where it arrives, this distance, and if you're not careful you'll drown before you get to it. So I could always bring up my boat if I wished, but I thought of something different. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and select X, recall Blackbeard's frigate, turn around. Where is it? It's over there, right? Okay. Now I don't want it to be over there. Okay, well, I'll look in this direction then. Now it's over there. I don't want it to be over there. Where I want it to be. I want it to be where there with the ladder. I built the ladder especially. Okay, what's this though? After hours of figuring it out, I found if you stare forward here between these two fires at this pillar, recall the ship, and you're going to call me a liar. I know you are. It called me a liar. Why did you call me a liar? No, dude, don't call me a liar. Please don't call me a liar. Please don't call me a liar. You 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 call me a liar. No, you do not call me a liar. There it is. And there's the stairs. And the way that I had it, if you look, I'm off slightly. You see there where my little dot is, that's where you board the ship. So I mean, you can board the ship here anyway, but I had it, you know, it proved me to be alive, but I had it so the actual thing was here so you could walk straight onto it. But there you go. Right. So if you have 250,000 years to spare, this is the kind of thing you can do. And you don't mind farming resources. And so there you go. So there's my a version of a hotel here. And there's my ship, my pier. And then I'll show me original base, and then we're done. I mean, you've seen it already, so if you want to switch off again. But yeah, if you've got any questions... Oh, these are sweet potatoes, by the way, and you can pick these, and they replenish. If you have any questions, if you're struggling with something, you're playing the game, if there's any... This is the second time I'm up to this level. I got to this level, and then I thought, hey, I need to... You know, I saw a lot of people asking for help. So then I went, oh, you see these ladies, you're not attacking me, are you? Hello, how are you doing, dear? Yeah, I saw people struggling a lot, so I said to myself, you know, I will just open a new thing. That's why I've got one called Windrose, but then I've got another called Windrose from scratch, because it's meant to be a short bunch of episodes, just like this one, of all the things you can do or not do, depending. And then it's just, I'm at 100 now, something. So, oh, this is another thing, but this is my first building that I did. Oh, this is the patch I was talking about. So, you hang on. Go to Y, then you go to farming. You get this later on, and then I'll do, let's say, do some peppers. You say banana. I say bananas. You say peppers. Okay, banana pepper. She's a YouTuber. She's one of the originals. She's been around since the channel began. Very nice lady. So then what else? I'll do some more. I'll do... Oh, sweet potatoes, why not? I guess for sweet potatoes. Okay, what else do I have? Tomatoes. No, why isn't it? Yeah, the footprint on these is weird. Or the hitbox, what we're going to call it. Okay, what else can I do? Aloe one. I never use it, so... You make... I don't know what you can... I mean, in real life, it's good for rashes and burns and stuff. I don't know what they do, what it does here. And then... Corn. I think I need corn to be alive. Which is bizarre, because you know the algorithm's watching us and stuff. I was given this record when I was younger. Is it going to fit if I do it? It was some weird movie that I'd never seen. There was a soundtrack to it, and one of the songs was Born to Be Alive, and it's this guy, it's an American movie, and so you'd be, we're born to be alive, or something to right? But it was with a heavy Irish accent, so we're born to be alive. And it just got me, and I was talking about it, and this is ficus, this is the flax I was talking about, and this needs a seed bed also. And again, it takes a while to grow, but you need the heck out of it. So if you see it, mark it down, harvest it, hoard the heck out of it, because it's you need it for sales. Cocoa plum plant. That's those seeds we just got from the. They look like blueberries, but bigger. Come on then. Okay, and I'll just leave it at that. So you don't need to water them, you don't need to fertilize them. Once you planted them, they're there. But anyway, so, and again, I didn't even know what film it was. And then the algorithm decided to fill my YouTube list with all this shit, excuse me French, about this movie. It was weird and weird. So here's some limes that I've already planted. And if you notice, I'm getting bananas as well. I'm not I'm cropping them by hitting X. I'm not cutting them down because they don't regrow and you don't get seeds. Now, so let's go ahead and do that again. Hang on. Well, where are we? Oh, there we go. Bananas. You see, if I go into the seed bed, well, come on, let me. It doesn't do it. It doesn't tell me. But it will say needs to be planted. Must be placed on the ground. So it actually tells you can't put it in a seed bed. Okay, and then we do some more limes as well. So this game is really amazing. It gives you, you know, farm building if you want to do that. It gives you sailing if you want to do that. It gives you warfare, like battling and stuff like that. I mean, not strategic warfare, not like Red Alert or something. That's a blast from the past. Or anything like that, you know what I mean? But, come on, not enough resources. Well, let's do bananas in here. Yeah, and it gives you a quest tree as well you can follow, so it's really cool. And I thought this would be a quick game, but it's possessing me. I can't come to work today, man. Oh, what's wrong? I'm sick. I've got Windrose. What's that? I'll see you when it can come in. Do you happen to have any spare flax seeds, man? You know I'm good for it, dude. Some what? Flax seeds, man. I need to build some sails, you know. You're mad. So yeah. So I'm sorry. I keep forgetting I'm videoing. So any questions? That's it. I'll just go from my primary base again. So this is how I set it up. I did it as a production line. So I put the wood in there. Because of the kiln, it needs wood in order to make charcoal and ash. Then this one, I put my charcoal in. And this one, I put my ore, my copper and iron ore. And then here is where I made the ingots. And then this is where I dumped the ingots. I've also got other stuff in here. These are not the same. Okay, do. And then this is stone and pot. You can't do anything with that. That is increasing to level 2 the alchemy table, I think it is. But to me, it just suits. It looks, you know, it has a. It looks like it sits there. It looks like it suits. What else do we have? We've got my crafting station here. This is where I put stone. This is where I put plant fiber. Up here is miscellaneous stuff. I've got clay. Hardwood, which you get from the DB trees from the second biome, the shell that I'm never going to use, and this is the animal fat that you need for if you decide to build a lantern, but you don't need to, not as of yet, unless they do updates. Okay, let's go ahead and clear this out. So this is my seeds and fruit and nuts and stuff. Sweet potatoes can go there as well. And then on this side is my protein and animal product. Crab meat, boink. There we go. I got another stone I forgot to dump. Okay, that's another thing. I should go back to. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It didn't give me anything. It gives you pills sometimes, but again, it's sometimes. It's not any times. Right, and then I go through my huts. This is the first hut that I built, and then I just keep adding to it. So this is my. I've just come back from holiday, and I bought this junk. No, it's not. This is my. I moved stuff. This is my ingots, my gold and silver ingots. This is my valuables. I don't know why this is in there. All the valuables that you collect. So I'll show you. I'll walk through them. I know I don't use them. So and I'll let you read it. I'm not reading it through. Okay. So okay. So these are just a selection, and you get these when you conquer ruins and stuff like that. You find them in that chest that I showed you. Those two chests in the ruins. You get that from here. Okay, and this is gold. This is the major currency is this guy, piastre, which is pieces of 8, and then but you also need this later on if you want to, and you can buy both. So for instance, if you have a lot of this and not a lot of that, you can go to a merchant and do a trade. These are buttons. You just sell them to smugglers. Spoons, you sell them to smugglers. Earrings, the same. Keys you get from these you'll find out you need keys to open things. That's a key, that's a key, that's a key, that's a key. You need to open things later on. This is all this stuff is stuff that you can sell to sect people. And that, or in this case, okay, these things give you favor because you climb levels, and these you get money for. So money level. Okay, so up level. Okay, okay. Look at it and you can read the instructions. But I'll show you something. I'll show you what I'm talking about because it's probably very confusing. Okay, what I'll do is I'll take one of these and I'll take one of these. In fact, who was that going to? People or Tortuga. Okay, good stuff. Do I have a smuggler's one? Buccaneers, I can do that one. Okay, I'll do both actually, just so you see both of them. So, okay, so I'll just go down so you can... So basically you can either sell stuff or give stuff to bump up your level. You need to bump up your level in order to get stuff higher up the tree. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And so that's that. So that's all that stuff. I'm a collector, so what I've done is I've taken one of each of everything and put them on my own little collection I'm not going to sell. And these are those things I was talking about. Once you've killed X amount of animal, you can put it on the wall, which I think is very macabre, but yeah, whatevs. So this is the cooking tray. It doesn't do anything, it just advances. It increases what recipes you can have in the cooking fire. That's that one done. Next door, I have the armor and stuff, so you can build uniforms. You can only build uniforms on either stuff you found or when you buy a recipe. So for instance, if I have everything apart from the boots of the Conquistador and I want Conquistador boots, oh, I know, I'll just go to my armor workshop and build one. It's not going to be here. And let's have a look if I have that. I don't think I've got them. Let's have a look here. Boots, yes I do, yes I do. And it comes up later. Upgrade means I can upgrade this. That's my boots, right? So I'll go ahead and do that. High level station is required. Okay, good stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. That, like that. I know I'm running around here. Do you want to show you stuff? Like this thing gives you a high grade for alchemy. This little table gives you a high grade for cooking. That kind of stuff. So that's what it's looking for. So the weapons. This is now that's the uniform. That's the weapons. So again, I can make any of these. You can duplicate the weapons you have. Either that or you find them when you conquer places. Upgrade stuff if you want to do that. Ascend. I don't know what ascending means. I don't know how upgrading and ascending differ. So if somebody wants to tell me that, I'd be grateful. This is gunpowder that I've been got because I don't use guns right now. Extra shovels, nowhere to put them. Pearls are ammo. We've got iron bullets, we've got copper bullets, and stone bullets. Okay, they're the types of ammo. I think I may have just a couple of too many stone bullets in my inventory. Okay, there's that. And each one has a different. I don't know if it shows, but each one has a different. It doesn't show its stats, does it? Okay. Increases fire damage by 10. They're iron bullets. Plain copper bullet, no promises, it will fly true. And range damage increased by 20%. So stone bullets are better than... Increased range damage by 10%. Range damage just decreased by 20%. Ooh! So stone bullets are piles of crap. So there we go. This is all my swords and other weapons. So I'll let you read them if you want to. The axes aren't. In fact, I'll take the stone. I'll take. Why am I doing that then? Because they're not weapons, are they? Then why didn't you put the shovel in here instead? Because I'm running out of room. Okay. So I'll just have that as my weapons then. So I need its own separate container, don't I? Yeah, probably. Okay, let's build another container. What about over here? That sounds like fun. What was that? I'd finished and I was saying goodbye? Okay. I know it's terrible. There we go. And then we can do that for my farming equipment. So I'll move that with a Y by clicking on the Y. Go to deposit all similar. Doosh. All the axes have gone. Why haven't these gone? Because they're stone and they're copper. So it works variety as well. Doosh. And then axe, axe, axe. Ask me a question. Tell me no lies. And then we take the shovel, so I do that, and then hit take similar. Oh, it took a pearl with it as well. That's weird. Weird. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's that done. Oh, I'm moving stuff, wasn't I? Right. Okay. Let's move stuff that I'm gonna. Why? Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I appreciate your patience. I really do. And thank you so much if you've been here through this long already. And I know I'm not organised. I'm not like a script writer or anything. I'm just trying to be helpful. I hope that comes across. Okay, so what are we doing now? Where are we? What room are we in? We are in thingy. Okay. So what I do is I have this container up here which I put in animal stuff. And to me it's like, oh, that's for making uniforms, isn't it? And then over here is gunpowder. Done this one already. Also, another thing I did is why is there a glove here? This is tracker's glove, marksman glove. Okay, with this one. Okay, so we've got a marksman, filibuster, privateer, and pikeman. So you find stuff. And so what I did is to make it all organized. What I did is you find out you have a hat, gloves, a top jacket or top armor, trousers and boots. So this is why I've laid them like that. So each one of these has its own separate uniform. So when I go to this one, I've got a marksman. I've got a marksman. That is tracker glove. So I think is the third one a tracker? Yes, it is. So now there you go. Tracker hat, tracker glove. I just need the shirt and the trousers. So just for my own thingy. Okay, what else do I have? I have these are alchemy things. Okay, give me a second to go. So I don't know what the what they call it do yet. The why would I got all that in there? That should be on a ship. So I don't know what the fireflies do. I have to find out. So I just put. This is what I call my. Thank you for letting me sort this out. This is my. I came back from holiday and I bought all this stuff. As I said already, they used to be here, but I moved it because. And it used to be here, sorry, but I moved it because this is now my ingots thing, my valuable ingots, because I ran out of room in the other one. Okay, so that's that. Why did I do that? I separated it for a reason. Okay, and then smithing flux required for crafting quality metal weapons and armor. So why do I have that here? Okay. So that should be in here, right? So that should be in something like this. Well, it is now. I just want to check to see if I've got it anywhere else. And again, this is what you end up doing. Oh, okay, what's that then? Why is that here? Why is this all gunpowder? Alright, we'll do that. Then move all my gunpowder. And they're all my guns, if you want to look at them all. And you can upgrade them. And once you have them, you can rebuild them. So if you want 25 guns, you can do that. But you can't double fist. You can't have 2 guns at once. Where's my gunpowder? This is gunpowder, right? Yeah! And then put this on the bottom. But it's going to sort it out anyway, so boom, there we go. And then pearl, that's an ammo, so put that in here. Then we go over here, baby, and this is going to be rocks, isn't it? Yes, it is. Don't have any, but I want to put over here. This is going to be the thingy, and then I'm going to do something else. But yeah, yeah, I'm going to do this. Watch this. Okay. This is my... Oh, no, no, no. Ah, bollocks. Okay, there we go. So... There we go. What the hell? Then deposit. Similar. Why is it... I'm doing rocks. Why is it doing plant fiber? Okay, well, I'll just do it manually then. And I'll explain my stupidity for doing this. Because... it's kind of... To me, it's kind of further up the ladder. Plants, you can pull out the ground with your hands. Stones, you need tools to do so. That's a toolbox, although that's just a signifier that I'm now an extra level of that. So if you think about, oh, this is where the plants live. Let me go ahead and OCD myself. And this is where the stones live. Make sense? Apart from that one. Did you see me shockingly jump away? Who went and put plants in the stone chest? Oh, you bloody interns, when I find you, I'm gonna tan you. I didn't wish you'd never been born. Okay, what else do we have? Alchemy, there we go, alchemy, pink. So this is on my healing stuff. And that's full, so I probably need to reinvent it somehow. And then that's it. Goosh. Right, let me go ahead and do quick bit of fast traveling. Now I'm not going to close the doors. Okay, it's been a bit too stupid of a time to go. This has probably gone on for 15 hours already, so I apologise. Okay, so fast travel. Zoom in. Let's have a look at them. The small islands, right, this is always going to stay dark. Small islands are usually where your people are, their little clans. Clans, that's a good word. So this is the Buccaneer camp, right? So let's go and travel to the Buccaneer camp. And what does he say? You rolled up on a sea turtle. Don't ask any unnecessary questions. Oh, my family's up at Tortuga. I forgot. Each time you come here, you bump into somebody who says something at you. Okay. Nobody did. Alright, here we go. Right. Fire.
Let's wear you home.
Buy stuff. I don't have anything you want, so this is what they have. So if you... Yes, I do. I've got 2 munitions. I can sell those. I get 100 each, so I'll sell them. Boom, boom. So there we go. Right? So this is what they're looking for, personally. Each buyer has a different thing that they want. Now, you see down here it says level 1. Okay, I need 100 reputation points to take that to level 2. Each level is a different amount. It gets bigger the higher up the ladder you go. Okay, cool. Right. Bounty agent,
Don't think
they
too hard, friend.
take
Let's see what you've brought.
these things, right? Right, these are insignias. You get these when you kill people. So new hand insignias when you're killing a sailor on land. Deckhand is when you're killing a sailor at sea. Veteran and assault insignias when you're killing captains or sergeants on land, right? Okay, and then so each one of these gives you 1+ reputation points. Are you with me so far? Right, so we've done that. Right now. Then I'm looking for a provisioner. So we've got a buyer, we've got a bounty agent, and then we've got a provisioner.
Good leather.
Provisioner gives you all this. Each provisioner of a different... it's not sect. What's the word? I said it and I forgot what it is. Gives you different... different things, right? Okay, so... Some don't have master tools, some don't have merchant contract. And this is the merchant contract that I'm talking about. If I have 100 silver and I'm up to level 2, I can buy the blueprint, so I can use that merchant thing that I have that can sell me wood and stuff like that I've got in my stupid bar restaurant, hotel. I can get one that will give me animal products. And then it gives you a bunch of clothes as well. And then these are different, I'll hover over them if you want to look at them. So each one has different stats. I'm upgrading them because the stats are if you blow something up but in 2 seconds you decide to spin around, then for the next 5 seconds you can play blackjack, whatever. All right, so each one has, and these ones, the gold ones, are plans for building stuff. So you can. I'm looking for. In my own time, I'm looking for I've got the basic stuff, so all my buildings look like crap. So that's it. So that's the 3 of them. So the buyer buys stuff for each sect. I'll show you in a second, and that just gives you money. The bounty agent gets the insignias and also letters of recommendation that you're given at the end of quests and stuff like that in order to raise your level. And the provisioner sells you blueprints. For money and previously mentioned level. Make sense? And this guy, he is each camp has their own leader. He's the leader and he's the person you talk to when you finish a quest or starting a quest. Right, okay. Oof. And then we go to there you go. I know this is Tortuga. Because of the map, because it's all dark with the thing at the bottom, so it's Tortuga. Okay, so it's Tortuga. You didn't sail up here on the back of a sea turtle.
You didn't sail in here on sea turtles, did you?
Ah, all right. So that's the bounty agent. So talk to him. Okay, bounty agent.
Counts.
Right, so I can go ahead and level him up if you wish. I've got already up to level 4. So, how do you know? It's not telling me. Okay. Is that the highest I can go? I don't know. Right, so that's the bounty agent that we talked to. That's the one that puts your levels up. The other guy's upstairs, I think. He's around the corner. So, provisioner. So, look at all the other stuff. I'm up to level 4 now. So, there's all this other stuff that I can do. Shipwright tools that we need for Blackbeard's frigate, if you remember. So I needed 50 of those. So that's like 500 silver coins just to get that. And then there's all the other stuff you can get. So you see the different to this is where you get the frigate. There we go. And I'm thinking, okay, I want the frigate, but where's Blackbeard's frigate? I can't see Blackbeard's frigate. Each is the design, the category, not the actual ship. So the frigate will give you standard, other one, and Blackbeards. Each one's the same. So that's standard, other one, and Blackbeards, brig and stuff. And then we have flag designs, hull colours. This is just make your ship look pretty. If you want to do that and stuff like that, and see these cost the gold coins that we're talking about. Boom, there we go. In fact, let's have a look at the books.
Find the brethren's finest wares, mate.
Style book. Oh, that's style book. Some of the books give you knowledge. Books give you knowledge. I have over 2,000 books that give you knowledge. This lady is like that guy that we talked to. She's the person you go to for quests. This is another provisioner.
Still building.
Right, if you see people 2 level 2. So it's not the island, because he's level 4. Each separate provisioner, buyer, bounty agent and provisioner has their own levels you've got to climb. So if you think, oh, I'll do him and the rest will be fine. No. Each individual is their own different person.
Still sharp.
So merchant contracts. So if you look at that, that's all the food you can do. Merchant contract. So that's a food. So again, that's the guy that we're talking about. So that'll give me all that food. This gives me natural resources, and then we're back to if you want to make clothes, and then these are the plans for when you're doing building. All the different styles you can have. Okay, so that's that. Then we have another one over here. Now the maps are, and he's an employee. There we go. You remember when it said worker? This is a Trusty Tailor, which is going to be 30% chance to recover resources spent on upgrading an item. Don't know how that's useful for 500 silver pieces, but each worker is 500 pieces, just so you know. Then we have Bounty Agent for this person.
Word travels fast at sea.
Again, it's the same 4 categories for each Bounty Agent, so it's not, you don't need different ones with different Bounty Agents. You just, you know what I mean, you just got to know which cult you want to join. You provisioner, so here we go, Master Tools, Merchant Contract for Animal Products. I think another one had one of those as well. For clothes, different stuff, and then we're back to different cannons and what they do. I'll just run through these real quickly. You can stop the video if you want to actually read through it. And then again, again, the whole thing about is making your base as comfortable as possible, or make, you know, many trinkets, many buildings, many that the higher your level goes. So that's what this is about. Also, if you just want to build stuff for the heck of it, like I try to do whatever. And then there you go. So that's that done. Okay, what else? I think that's all 3 of them. That's 1, 2, 3. Another person you're going to come across is in this bar, which is Long Ben, and he gives you quests. Alright, but how Long Ben, how you doing? He gives you quests and he gives you part of the storyline and stuff. So that's this island. Okay, so that's that. What else do I have in my inventory? I have People of Tortuga. I'm not there yet. Is this I thought this was People of Tortuga. Then go to a buyer then. Where's my buyer? I don't know about you, but every time I get to this island, it goes, it lags. Bounty agent, bounty. Where's the buyer? Oh, here's another one. Wow. Another provisioner. There we go.
Handle with care.
Smithing flux, and then more clothes. Okay, I'll just walk through real quickly. Now, bracing. Hull bracing. It's like it's an armor for your ship, basically. Once you buy it, you can upgrade it. And then this is, oh wow, that's clever. Iron resolve hull bracing. Ship stealth drops damage resistance increases, reaching up to 25% and 50%. And then grants 5 stacks of oh well, I'll go with doing that then. They're at level 2 already. I just need 300 gold, so I'm going to find a buyer then. So we've got provisioner, we've got bounty agent. Again, if you look, it's the same 5 categories of stuff they're looking for. Now I'm going to find a buyer. I don't think. Oh, okay, let's have a look. What is he? Provisioner.
Handle with care.
Smugglers Royal Port, Port Royal. So that's not. So it's the smugglers that I need to talk to. So I'm just shut up now. What was I doing? Do you remember? Oh, I was selling that stuff. So I need to find a buyer. I don't think there's a buyer in here because there's 2. Tortuga can be very confusing because you think this is Tortuga, but there's actually got People of Tortuga. I think there's this one down here, right? People of Tortuga main base. It's minute.
Be careful up there.
So the 2 Tortugas are. Oh, I missed that. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll show you what he says. Because if it gets annoying after a while, because the same stuff all the time. Oh, so you didn't come sailing back of sea turtles then? Oh, whatever it was. Okay, I'll stay quiet for a bit. Oh, I see. So, you talked to me when I was talking, so you talked over me, right? But now this time, when I'm asking you to talk to me, you ignore me. Oh, poopy poop then. Right, so there's that. Okay, he's a cooking guy, so
They'll follow.
like he's a worker. Oh, hang on. 500 thingies, 30% chance to craft an extra portion. You saw how much food I've got. Why? I don't need. They don't eat. They sometimes sleep, but I think that's just NPC work. But they don't eat. They don't. So it's only you that you've been bothered about. Okay, so this is kind of weird. What's that? Oh, that's just butterflies. We have the bounty agent. Just checking again.
Every token counts.
Same 5 things they're looking for. Then we have NPCs. Where is everyone? This is your buyer, which I think is going to. Yep, they're going to buy that. Okay, so that's a buyer for that. Upstairs, and here's your provisioner.
That's the best we've got.
Okay, again, maps are procedurally generated, so this is just what I found here. And then we've got food, natural resources, and then we have the clothes again. Then we have different things for building. Ooh, luxurious seating. There's the Spanish. Ooh, I might go for that something, but that's furniture. I'm looking for building before furniture. So there we go. So that's that. But I need to be on level 4 to do that. Right, and then this guy here.
Just another Tuesday.
He's like the other 2 people we saw, the woman and the guy who give quests. So that's what he does. And then no fall damage. Yay! Douche. So that's it, really. I hope that fills in all the gaps you need to be filled in with. And again, anything, if there's anything you need, if there's anything I haven't touched on in enough detail, or if there's anything that I missed, please go ahead and tell me. New discoveries. Oh, these are things that I found. Oh, because I unlocked advanced alchemy by finding this plant. That's clever. So now I know. And then new building elements available. I can build a distiller. Before you go, I'll thank you for your time and happiness and stuff. Let's go Let's go build a distiller. I'll ignore this behemoth and see what we need. The new tool can be part of this wonderful thing. Where would you put the distiller? I think maybe in the end room. I didn't show everything, did I? So there's the sheetrights thingy. This is the alchemy table. This is the regent table, which is an upgrade. Just like I've got the distiller now, that is an upgrade. Symbol. It doesn't do anything. It's just a symbol. Here is the tanning rack. You can do tarred fabric if you have the tar we talked about. It's down here, and then tanned leather if you have that. Now I'll show you real quick. I'm sorry. You need tanning. Tanning is an alchemy, so we've got the alchemy to do. We're just showing you for the heck of it. I want tanning. Oh, I need tree bark and I need a bottle, which means then I need to go to clay bottle and make a clay bottle. So once I made a clay bottle, so I'll do one of them. So craft one of them. Take all. Okay, for instance, I'm going to go back to tan. I've got me 1 bottle. Oh, hang on. It says I've got 1 bottle. Hang on. Take all. Huh, that's weird. Okay, so then I can craft that. So I've now got a tannin. I'll take that. Okay. And then I go to my tanned doohickey. I can now make tanned leather. Okay. So go ahead and craft that. And it's one of those things that takes about 15 hours to do. And I think, oh no, that's, oh, why have I got that and that in there? That's just meant to be good for gunpowder. So where's my, I don't have another container. So let's make another container next to this one then, eh? Oh. And then this can be for materials. There we go. So that's doing that stuff. I'm just put my coins away so I don't lose them. That's this one here, right? Yep. I'll put my Spirit of Doohickey back in the Spirit of Doohickey thingy. The no, there's wood chest. The I think I mentioned it already. The hitboxes on these beds are massive. So be careful when you're building, or else it'll just be simple bed. There won't be any wooden chest. Okay. I'll see if I do it slowly. Simple bed, wooden chest there, and simple bed there. So you've got that much room of wooden chest. Let's go to the end room. Whilst I'm in here, This is the jewelry table, which means I'll go ahead and look through everything for you if you want to look at it. So each one of these, it just ups your stats like any RPG. It ups your stats, and you can upgrade them as well. So there we go. That's that. This is a millstone, which means I can make cornmeal or homemade gunpowder. So I just need corn for that. I need sulfur. So again, where do we get sulfur from? You mine it. Where do I mine it? Aha! When you're exploring, oh, I come across a rock. It said sulfur on the side. Put a mark on it. Mark it down so you know, so you can always go back to it. And then ash you get from the kiln. That's that done. So we've done that. And then say, what can I put a distiller here? Do you think there's enough room to put a distiller in this room? But it is an alchemy thing, so maybe I have room in the alchemy room. Not really. No, I'll try to put it in there. So it depends how big it is, really. Right, boom, boom, boom. Crafting utilities. And then we do alchemy, and we do... I need Maya metal ingots, and I need crocodile hide pieces. Maya metal, and this is all from the third biome, so I can't do this yet. Okay, so if I can, oh yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, it's an anvil. That's not what I want. I want one of these things. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's pretty small. Right, so yep, so that's what I can put that there. Maybe turn it around that way. Yeah, there we go. Then you won't be able to use it because you won't be able to sit down for the... Like that, maybe. I don't care. Then maybe like that. There we go. You see. And if you do that, we're building the door. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I can do that. You can do that work. No, I don't know. So there you go. Thank you so much for your time. I really hope this has been helpful. And again, if I've missed anything, or if you've got any helpful advice, because again, as you see, I'm not exactly the smartest shed in the ice cream container. So yeah. If you've got any comments, if you've got any advice, or anything else, just go ahead and tell me, and I'll blah 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 blah. Anyway, I've enough. This has been too long, so you have a great time, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.